You've made it to Jam Dad Podcast episode number 26, recording late at night deep in the heart of the Midwest. My name's Dave.
I'm Will.
I'm Ryan.
And we've made it with the man who always enters the room, Dick First. Hit me! That's Ryan Courtney. Hi,
Well,
Ryan.
nice to see you.
We have talked about you probably 70% of our episodes because you're such an influence on our lives.
Oh, that's great. I've done terrible things to you, I see. Appreciate that. So what's going on?
Yeah.
Not much.
I'm a little embarrassed
we-
to say this is the first time I've seen your house.
Yeah, I feel bad.
Yeah, I mean, you should. You never invited me, but other than that...
I did invite you. Mm-hmm. I invited you and I invited them.
So many screenshots.
And Amanda was busy. She had a headache.
She was saving a baby's life.
Yeah, probably. No, I think she had to work. So, yeah. And I honestly, other than like our first year, when we moved in here, we had Lily 2 weeks after we moved in.
Yeah.
So that whole first year was basically effed. And then...
Yeah, she's like 13 now, so I don't understand the excuse. Makes no sense.
She's 3 now.
How long have you been in this house?
3 years.
It's been, okay.
3 years, November. We moved in like the week of Thanksgiving. And, yeah, it's been a ball.
Sure.
That hill is, I've mentioned it before, but it's awful. I've slid off my driveway multiple times in the winter.
It was pretty wild when I went up. I couldn't... It was such a vertical incline that I couldn't see like where to park because my lights were aimed at the moon.
Oh, yeah.
And so I got to the top and I wanted to leave a space after, but I'm like, where am I going right now?
Yeah.
You did just fine.
And then a deer ran out of your house. Turned out to be a dog. Yeah.
Oh, it was my dog. Yeah.
I'm going to have to back down the driveway tonight. That's going to be fun.
My first deer was smaller than my dog.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
Probably
Not supposed
pretty
to
close.
shoot
Yeah.
babies, are you?
Yeah, I was gonna say it had
No.
spots and it was chained to a tree.
It was a doe. It was probably
A farm.
it's probably 140 pounds. My
petting
dog's 130.
I mean, it's a good first experience. Though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm sorry for not having you out yet, but I've only been to your house once, too. And
That's
the only
true.
reation why I was invited there is because Josh Martin was back in
I
town.
didn't invite you. I don't know. I don't even know.
Josh
who-
Martin invited
That
me to
makes
your
sense,
house.
Yeah. You showed up unannounced.
I did bring beer, but I didn't bring enough, and
That
I
was a
ended up
great
drinking
time.
yours.
Dan there too. Like,
Yeah, Dan
having
was
us
there.
back in the same room together after all those years was pretty awesome.
All of us, I mean, sorry, Dave, but like, you know, it's just always a good time. It's always a good time with you guys too. It's just
Backtracking now. It's fun.
Yeah.
we're replacing
That's not to say, no.
we're replacing a
don't get me
Dan
wrong.
with a
It's
Dave
just,
here, and if we're all in the same room, it's even a better
Yeah,
time.
that Dan, I'm replacing you.
Yeah.
Dan, we want to have on the podcast at some point in time too. I don't know how he'll be. It'll be interesting.
What was that? What was the?
Well,
What does that
I
mean
just
exactly?
I picture Dan as not
sort of
being like a
implication.
bubbly personality for a podcast,
But
but he could be.
you just
It's
don't tell him he's on a podcast is probably the best way to handle that.
Yeah, right.
so the microphone a foot
immediately-
from his
It's
face.
one of those states where you have to tell people they're being recorded.
Yeah.
Or,
And then
yeah.
immediately delete it when just like the worst things ever come out of his mouth. That's fine. Are there any sponsorships that could be lost?
Well, we may have run into something. Well, not really, but partnership with Mayflower. Somewhat.
Oh, I don't
That's just
think-
Instagram or whatever.
Yeah, they shared a couple pictures of
you go.
ours.
Cool.
I'm
Checks
it'd
are gonna
be
start
awesome
rolling in.
if for some reason something were to happen, but they share other people's pictures too.
Are we
It
still
was
gonna
like a
be-
hope
Are we still
and a
gonna be friends
dream.
after you're famous? I'm just only asking now.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Just step right on your back up to the top. And,
Depends on how many millions you're asking for.
That's all right. Just want to share your company.
So, Ryan, tell us about yourself.
You know everything about me.
But the people listening don't.
Oh, are these on?
yeah, there's probably like 5 people out there.
Well, if you've talked about me on here before, I'm sure it was jiu-jitsu related in some way.
Jiu-jitsu. Yeah, probably.
That's kind of consumed about the last 20 years of my life for the most part.
Yeah, and me too. Well, not 20. 13 minus a couple years off. 14 years for me.
Oh, and this is interesting too because I knew Dave before. I probably met you guys about the same times, like 4th grade, whatever.
Yeah.
You guys were hanging out a lot.
Yeah, we were really good friends, like grade school, middle school.
Right,
And then
right.
we took like years off and kind of reconnected later.
Yeah.
But the largest circle of my friends now, it's like everything's from jiu-jitsu because I've been part of this community for so long and met so many people that it's weird to when I reconnect with friends, the pre-jiu-jitsu friends, and it's because I mean I've literally every business connection. I mean, people have gotten married that I've met at my gym. Will, for instance.
Yeah, right.
So and there's multiple cases of that.
Has anybody gotten divorced?
There's been divorces, dude. There's been some awkward situations.
Yeah, there has been.
And then remarriages, making it even weirder. And
Who gets to keep the gym,
that's what
or
I was
which
gonna say.
client do you
So
keep?
we joke about this. Not we call it joint custody of the gym. These things happen, you know. People get attached to the gym. There's so many gyms now that
There
really,
is. Oh my God.
and I'm a very like anti-loyalty kind of person when it comes to gyms. I'm happy if you want to stay training at one of my locations, but it's like convenience is such a big part of it. Where it's like if you can
It is.
work it into your schedule and it geographically makes sense, like go there.
And I mean, I appreciate you saying go to Underground because originally that was
drive past a bunch of gyms
was
to
that
get to mine.
Yeah.
George
Yeah, right.
George Monterey, I think, was running a gym in Dousman, right?
Sure, not Dousman. He was in Watertown.
Oh, well, that's kind of far away.
There was one in Dousman.
There was one in Dousman.
previously, but that's
So, like,
not
when you told me that, I was like, I don't want to, like, originally I'm like, I don't want to go there. And then I looked it up and I was like, oh, this doesn't seem so bad. You're obviously their affiliated
yeah.
person there, which makes
I didn't know much
huge
about
difference.
them until the affiliation kind of took place. I went out there to train for an open mat, and we got to know each other. The affiliation came later, and then you hadn't trained there yet anyway. So by then I knew that they were, they're on the level. So
Yeah.
it's hard to make recommendations. You've never been to a place, right? You've heard of them. I saw them on Instagram, therefore I trust them. It's like,
Yeah,
well,
right.
That's
Yeah,
not-
and they're very Instagram heavy, which is
Yes.
which is pretty cool. Yeah, they're more of a no-gi gym, which, as you know, I didn't do a whole lot of no-gi, so that's been quite interesting for me. I mean, it's almost it's not completely different sport, but there's a lot of differences.
Yeah, for sure. And I used to primarily train in the gi. Now it's primarily no gi. I put a gi on like once every month if I'm lucky at this
Really?
point. Yeah, I do mostly
that's
no gi
crazy.
classes. I enjoy them more now too. I still like the gi, but I don't know. It's just there's a seasonal component too where you just do a bunch of one thing. And
Yeah.
I mean, I have a lot of musicians at the gym, which is kind of interesting. So there's a lot of
Wow.
I always hear like these analogies of this kind of stuff, and it's like acoustic versus electric or something. It's like
Oh yeah,
sure.
yeah.
one's sexier, but one's like the holistic one. And like you have to, if you get too far away from it, and then you can't like perform on it anymore, you're basically gonna have to hide from it for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
So there's like these weird things. That
You have to
kinda
get
happen.
reacquainted, and I
Also-
just did that with
yeah.
my acoustic this morning. I strung it up again, and I sucked at it for about an hour and a
Right,
half.
right. And that's and the difference is sucking at that alone in your house is not as bad as going back into a gi class you haven't been into for 6
Yeah.
months or a year and getting demolished.
Somebody
by,
showing you
by
suck.
people that you used to beat. There's a humility factor there that it's very hard. I mean, we always say check your ego at the door, but give me a break. We all have egos. Like
Always.
you're just gonna not try, and then you have to lie and say you got injured when you lost to one of your former students.
These last
Still waiting to pull that
Hopping
one
around
out.
with a cramp
These
or something.
last
Yeah.
2 weeks.
You'll-
These last 2 weeks, I've been probably tapped out more than I have since I started retraining again. Ken's tapped me out multiple times in the last 2 weeks.
Sure.
It's blue belt Josh, the one that we were working
Yeah.
with. He tapped me out a couple times, like in the same day, and it's just like that never happens. And I was having an off day, guys, just so you know.
It's
But
totally off day. Well, there's time you could go. I mean, you're a purple belt and you're a big guy.
Yeah.
You could go like a long time without ever even really getting submitted. You could lose rounds, but like and then you go, and then one day you get submitted a handful of times. It's like
Yeah.
a giant kick to the ego, man.
Yeah, and I mean, being a bigger guy, I almost always start on my back, especially since I know I'm probably higher ranked than most people that I'm training with at the time. I don't really know because everybody's a no-gi, so it's like I don't know anybody's.
Well, and you're usually the bigger
Stuff.
opponent, so you're kind of like giving them this grace period of like, I'll let you play up here for a while before I crush the wind out of your
Yeah,
soul.
and they're 3-minute
He's a
rounds.
nice guy,
They're-
you know. He's
Yeah.
a nice guy.
I really try not crushing people, like unless they're black belt or like really kicking my ass.
Sure.
And I'm just like, okay.
Yeah, unless
But
vengeance
but
is
why?
necessary.
I mean, sure, like if I'm controlling you without my weight, I don't need to use my weight, whatever. I'm just being a nicer person. I just have fun now. You know, back when I always kind of had fun when we trained, but
Yeah, before he was fighting to the death, apparently.
yeah, I never really.
Now I'm having
Yeah.
fun. Before it was all business. No, I know what you mean, of course. But
Yeah, like I sit there, I laugh, I tickle people's feet, like whatever. It's just
that's
You're
weird.
kidding.
I did that. I did that to you last night. I don't think you noticed though.
No, oh, like I was rolling with somebody else?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Did not notice. I thought I was just kicking somebody's skull.
No, it was my fingers.
Yeah, perfect.
And you possibly have a new person we're going to talk to you about. It a
Yeah,
little bit
yeah. There's
tonight.
not really an excuse for me not to, because I tried it with him. Well, you heard that probably.
Yeah, I did. I
Yeah.
listened to the last two
Yeah, yeah.
out of curiosity. It's funny that that's how I discovered it.
Right.
I'm like, holy shit, Dave. Because for those of you that don't know, Dave's daughter trains at one of my locations,
Yeah.
the Quantico location.
Yeah, that I can walk to.
Yeah, that you
What,
can
what
walk
excuse
to.
do I have to?
Well, I heard you mention intro classes too. In that's where you go for that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just show up and do it. Don't even tell anyone.
Yeah, if
Don't
you
sign
wanna,
up, dude. Just show up like you own the place. We'll be fine.
If you want to cross train, I mean, come
We call that dual citizenship.
out with me on Fridays every now and then. I'm sure Ken's not going to care, you know, like if it's once a month or Saturdays they have an open mat. Like
Okay.
if you want to, you know,
If you come to the ones I teach, I mean, you teach on Tuesdays probably, but
Yeah.
that's like
Well, what time are we talking about?
it's not
I have to look
officially
at the
it's not
schedule.
officially wide open. I always tell anybody that goes to offer a mat like a drop-in fee. But that because I teach it and I'm the affiliation head, he typically makes that open to the public. Sometimes he posts it, sometimes he doesn't. So
who?
Ken.
Oh, Ken.
For
Oh,
underground
on
when I'm
Tuesdays, on
teaching
Tuesdays.
yeah when
I
I'm
see what you
teaching
mean.
his
At Underground.
at underground. That's like an additional class that a lot of people. You'll see guys from my academy just show up there. Obviously, like you
Yeah.
just did.
Yeah.
That's always a good time. I love getting just people from other places, getting them together. There's this weird thing where gyms have become isolationist over the years, and it ebbs and flows. Like sometimes you'll have a year or two where it seems like everyone's cross training, and then they kind of like regress into their little pockets. And for me, even just with the 3 locations, I have guys that have never trained with each other. These gyms are not far apart, so
No.
Yeah.
it's just like I don't want to go to Tosa for open mat. It's like it's free. It's included in your membership, and there's going to be 30 guys there you've never rolled with before.
Yeah.
People usually pay to go do that. It's like, hey, show up and train.
Does that ebb and flow seasonally? Like, what's the high season for jiu-jitsu?
I have never been able to
Track.
wrap my
anything.
head around that. The only thing that's ever been kind of true in that industry is that January is typically busy, the same way every
Yeah,
gym
sure.
or any
Sure.
And it
kind of
falls off
life
by
improvement
February or
thing
3.
that you're ever going to do would be popular. But what'll happen is you might make a prediction and then you're right, and then you think that's correct for the rest of your life, but it's not going to be the same the next season. Summer's
Right.
not going to be the busy time, or fall, or the kids are out of school, then they're going to be more dude. I've seen complete randomness
Yeah.
at all times, and I track these things, of course. So I can look at a graph of it, and it's like you're trying to predict the stock market, and you're gonna, maybe you will hit it big, and then you'll give yourself all the credit, and if you're wrong, you'll ignore that part.
Yeah. Right.
What you brought up earlier about there's so many gyms now. I mean that, like, all of a sudden, like I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, have you been to whatever Friedland's gym or Red's gym or something like that? And now he's like, no, but have you ever been here, or here? And I'm like, what are these places?
Yeah, you're bringing up the old names, or like who's this old
Yeah.
bastard? talking
Yeah,
about
like
these
nobody goes to
ancient-
those places anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
it's
they
just-
were all spread out, so now they're actually in better proximity. The original gyms were only in the large metropolitan cities.
Yeah.
It's like you got one gym in Madison, one gym in Milwaukee. Now you can go out in the middle of nowhere and typically find a gym.
I mean, Dousman of all places, and for the classes that I've seen, they're they seem well
Yeah, they're killing it.
attended.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
And speaking of like going at different times, like for the most part, I only go at night when you train because of our lives.
Sure.
It's hard for me to get there in the evenings, and that's when Mel can go. So that's why I always go to the noon classes. So it's always nice to go there and do that because I train with the same 2 guys or 3 guys every single Monday, Wednesday, Friday, or something like that. And then so to go to your Tuesday class, I get to train with your guys when they come. I get to train with all of the other
Bunch of
guys.
night guys you don't normally see.
Yeah, and it's nice because it's again not the same 2 people every single day or 3 people.
Yeah, we got these total crews that we train. So I trained so much this week. I've already done 6 sessions. It's Wednesday.
That's crazy.
I'm not going to lie, I'm a little burnt out this week. I didn't train at all last week. I was under the weather. As you might hear, my voice is not all the way back yet. Sound like a little bit of a robot. But I did all this training, but a lot of those I do 6 a.m. And there's that crew is like its own crew that has never.
Yeah.
They're like they're like vampires. They've never met anybody else. Nobody's heard of these people.
Yeah.
And a lot of them have to get their blue belts and stuff, and they'll be at the blue belt test, and guys are like, "Who are these guys?" Like, they train 2 to 3 times a week for years, and you don't even know they exist because they're the daywalkers.
Yeah.
But then there's so you got the night crew.
I
the
love
noon
that rash
crew.
guard, by the way. Your early rollers.
TJ made that.
Did he?
Yeah, TJ just made them for. He was teaching my 6 a.m. class.
Sure.
And he's a barber who owned the barbershop upstairs from
Yeah.
my Tosa location. He's no longer there, but when he was there, he's teaching. He goes, "I want to make these cool rash guards." I'm like, "Okay, what do you want from me?" He's like, "I just want to make them and then sell them to the guys." I'm like, "Cool, have at it."
Yeah.
Like, I don't need to be involved in this. I don't need a cut of these profits.
That's awesome.
And I got one for free, and I'm like, "These are actually sweet."
Yeah. That's what I mean. What I've always liked about you as a person or a gym owner or a business person, whatever in my life, was that you've been, even like with your kids, like not forcing them to do jujitsu.
Sure.
You know, you're just kind of like, do what you want to do, and I'm not going to step on your toes. And I've always appreciated that about you.
Yeah, forcing all that stuff, just I don't know. I feel like it goes one of two ways, right? I mean, they're gonna adhere and become your slave to your will,
Yeah.
or they're gonna completely rebel and do the exact opposite.
Either way, it's an aggravation that you don't want, right?
It's
just
honestly true, right? Like, do you
kind
want to
of a
spend your whole
selfish
life
thing.
keeping them on the rails?
Yeah.
I mean, there are certain things that are, obviously,
Yeah, you
when it
gotta
comes to your
guide.
children, you're gonna have
Yeah,
to do.
you have to
But
guide 'em.
when it comes to things like that, I mean, and people at the gym that you're on the verge of quitting. Like, I'm not talking you into staying.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not. And that's a
That's
big
the worst.
confusion
Keeping
with
a
gyms.
client around that doesn't want to be there.
Yeah, what am I
and
doing
just
here?
Trying to chase
Follow-up
them all the time.
calls? It's like,
Yeah.
there's. It
mean,
sounds so cheesy, but it sells itself. This is an enjoyable activity. If you're no longer enjoying it, that's understandable. And like, you don't necessarily need to show up and suffer. Or if they want to go to another academy, trying to have a talk with somebody to talk them out of that. Are you mad? I'm just happy they're still training.
Well, guitar's the
Yeah.
same way. Like, I just had a kid last week that his mom called and said, "Listen, he's not really into this." Like, the young kid, 11. It's like, all right, well, the last thing I want to do is sit in a room with a half hour with you
Yeah.
and try to pull teeth
Oh man.
to get you to do, what you
And
got to
the
do.
parents are expecting progress, and
Yeah.
we have the same thing with our kids' programs. That's my favorite email to get is they're no longer interested. Thank you
Yeah.
for your honesty. Let's move on with our
Right.
lives.
Delete your email.
Yeah, no longer
Never
works on
hear
our
from us.
schedule. I know what that means.
Oh,
I've heard
it's
that
great.
from Will.
I still get
I got
crossover
real
emails.
busy here.
Zen Planner.
Oh sure, yeah. We don't send a lot.
No,
We're
not
very
really.
unspammy.
it's nice. I mean, there was no kids class
We're
this
kind
week.
of on everything.
Yeah, I
We've
got
gotten
your
to the point
emails
where
or the.
I actually saw
texts.
the no
That's
kids
kind of a
class
slick
on
thing.
Instagram, which was weird because I don't think I've ever seen anything on Instagram from.
I don't even have it. So I technically have an Instagram. I've made 0 posts. I've made one.
Yeah.
I had one post
Yeah.
my whole life that Chris Howder shared and got like 50,000 views. And then someone told me, they're like, "Hey, you got this really cool post that's going out of control." And I tried to log in and I had to reset my password and I gave up. Never looked at it. Everything's essentially fed through Facebook, my only social media, because I want to see like people that I enjoy succeed in life and share
Yeah.
family photos and try to vet all the negativity in the political posts and try to
Yeah.
get rid of as much of that as I can and just like
That's-
try to use it for what it was intended for, which
Yeah.
is actually a struggle
Just
to
see your
get
friends
it to
in
be like
reverse chronological order, and
Yes.
That's why I'm not
That's
on
so
there anymore.
stupid.
I was so sick and tired of people bitching one way about politics or the other, or every single day of their life was either the worst thing in the world or you only saw people where that was the best thing in the world. And I just felt
Yeah.
like it was just fake.
Yeah,
to
I mean it's a
point.
megaphone, right? So everything's just exaggerated in both directions, and
Uh,
and then we know these people in real life.
Yeah, and a person that
These caricatures, and then
It's
you
like,
meet
I
them,
know
and
you're
they're-
miserable.
and they're,
I know
but
you're-
then you meet them, and then you have a conversation with them, and it's like sane and logical, and nobody's screaming, and everything's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
And then and then they're like, you know what, you make some good points, and the next day you go online, and it's like it's just wild. I mean, that's just kind of a way to act out a little bit. I mean, whatever, you get to
yeah.
yeah,
to be a
like I understand
Little
I understand
psychopath.
like hating or not liking things. Half my family are police officers. And a long time ago when all of the shootings were happening and stuff, there was people just literally like, F this, F that, screw all these people. And it's like, yeah, you can be mad at the people that are shooting people that shouldn't be shooting people or beating people up or shouldn't be beating
screw
people up.
everyone with this profession.
Yeah,
despite
but
the
like to
proximity
group
to my
them all
personal life.
together, like you literally like a best friend of mine was just like F every cop. I'm like, oh, yeah, well, you know my aunt. What do you think of her? Oh, not her. Well, then you shouldn't be saying what you're saying. And then,
Sure, yeah.
and then
No
I
true
just
Scotsman.
I got fed up with it, so I just kind of bailed. I
That's
don't
right,
want to
that's
sit.
right. Yeah, you have no idea.
I'd rather not sit and argue with my friends.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
I'm on there once a day in the morning.
Yeah.
I'll have my coffee and check my memory for the day and what was I doing 10 years ago, and there's a cute picture of my kid. Those are drying
Right,
up because I don't
right.
put anything else on there, so think nobody.
I tried finding a picture of your
You ever
strat
seen her kid
earlier
in
today.
weeks, and that was the only one. She's still alive. That's great news. I'm glad somebody shared this.
I was trying to find a picture of your strat earlier today because I was curious on if you had like
Which one?
the black one,
Okay.
and like 99% of strats have a pick guard. And for the
Yeah,
most
sure.
part.
Yeah.
And I was curious on if yours did or not because I couldn't remember because it's black
Oh, yeah.
on black.
Yeah.
And so I was like trying to find a picture. I went on your page looking because I thought you just played for the talent show or something.
Oh, that was
That was a while
last
ago,
year or
right?
something. and
Yeah,
that was a
well, I mean,
I
how
saw
many
it. You know
with,
why I have Facebook.
There you go.
But I couldn't remember
It was,
what you
in
played.
between political rants.
Yeah, right.
Just, there was a burning building right above that post.
There's some protest. Here's Dave with his kid.
Here's the thing, though.
Playing
You can
some
you can
stupid shit.
streamline that process. That's what I did. Bob Duffy, as you know, he told me that originally. He goes like, dude, I just completely redesigned my algorithm.
Yeah.
I X'd out everything and like everything all the time, and I unfollowed everybody. Just kept them as friends, unfollowed everybody that was
unfollowed
just
them.
talking wild, and was able to essentially just streamline it into what it was meant for in the first place. So I took the lead on that too.
And there's
Okay.
like two, I wouldn't say tabs, but there's like two timelines you can look at too.
You can look at like a friends only one now
Yeah,
too.
exactly.
So it's like what it was designed for, and I find that part pretty enjoyable. But it's easy to get sucked onto the other side of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't posted, I think, since 2020. And it's just,
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been the year to stop too.
yeah, it was. It's definitely the year to stop.
I was supposed to open our Waukesha location was scheduled to open May 1st of 2020,
I remember.
which was during the 8-week
Yeah.
shutdown.
Right.
I remember
Worst
trading-
timing ever. I
That
built
was
the place
March
out.
20th that
Yeah, it was,
started.
yes.
And then,
So I mean, it was
yeah.
like right in the middle of it. It was wild. We delayed it until I think July or something. I don't remember, but
Yeah.
it was just
And
the
then
worst.
was everybody freaked out and didn't want to go?
No, I remember training there. It wasn't that
A
bad.
bunch of guys trained in
The-
Waukesha during the whole shutdown.
The anal
Oh, good.
COVID test to get into the place was a little weird, but,
You
but
learned
it
to
was
like
fine.
it. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
The thermometer
was a
checking your
perk.
temperature.
They were popsicles. It was
Just a,
Dan Box, he was like, I got to make sure that you don't have a fever right now. Bend over, grab your
the
ankles.
laser from like a mile away that's just like off by 12 degrees.
Yeah,
It's
right.
fine.
a 12-degree swing.
Yeah. Plus or minus.
Yeah.
As long as you're within that range. Yeah, like you're at 60
Hypothermic or
you're at
your
60
brain is
degrees.
boiling.
You're at 60 degrees Fahrenheit.
So, Ryan,
What's going on?
what are we drinking tonight?
Actually, you just looked it up. I don't know. What was it called?
Just tell us what's in it. You brought it.
Settle
Ryan
down.
Ryan was gracious enough and brought us the drink tonight.
Yeah, I was in Ireland about a month ago, and I drink Guinness, and I like to do, occasionally I'll do a Bailey's on the rocks with it. Kind of go back and forth it's like a reverse chaser. I chase it with the hard stuff. It's not
An
really
Irish
hard.
car bomb without the shot of whiskey.
Yes. By the way, I was told not to order an Irish car bomb while I was there. Super weird.
You probably don't want to utter that. You
All
know,
of a sudden,
Another way
someone
to
goes
call it
out.
that, yeah.
Something blows
Just
up
getting thrown
outside.
out.
let me tell you about the troubles.
And one of the bartenders, I was in Galway at the time, and the bartender was from not Northern Ireland, like England, Northern Ireland, but just below the border. And he said it was really popular there to do brandy with the Baileys. So I was like, hell yeah, let's try that. And it was delicious. And since I've gotten home, I've been kind of going to that. So that's what we're drinking right now.
Very good.
It's actually, we've got a cognac here, which is a brandy essentially, a fancy brandy.
Yeah. I don't even know the difference. Other than
So I had to look it up because I'm
Yeah.
like, I actually bought cognac for a recipe. I was making a lobster bisque of all things. And it called for cognac specifically. So I looked it up and I'm like, what is the difference between that? So essentially it's like a Bordeaux wine.
Yeah.
It's a region in France.
Okay.
So it's a brandy from that region, but they
Got
only
it.
use white grapes, where brandy, as we know it here in Wisconsin, of course, is like any fruit essentially could be made into it, any combination even sometimes.
Yeah.
So this is a white grape only.
It's like a similar to like champagne, where it's like
Exactly.
made in a
Right,
region.
yeah.
Exactly. It can't hold a name. It's like everything else is sparkling white. I've seen Wayne's World.
Okay.
The Rob Lowe pretentious diatribe of why champagne.
Didn't
is
I?
from France.
Wasn't I on that diatribe the other week?
Yeah, you were.
I'm a pretentious.
You were going
prick,
completely
though.
Rob Lowe.
Yeah.
You started looking younger, and as you were saying it.
So this is a variation of the Brandy Alexander, and it's called the Irish Alexander. At least that's what Google told me right before we started the podcast.
Yeah,
And-
it's quite good.
It is good.
It is
The,
good.
I mean, because
It's like an after dinner almost drink. Though.
You're not trying to sit and drink Bailey's in large quantities because it's a
Right.
denser like cream. But when it's cut with a hard liquor, it thins it out, and you need less of it, and it's like okay.
and you
Yeah,
get a
it
little
is.
booze with it.
Oh yeah,
more
and
booze.
it's now it's like
A
an
lot of
actual
more
it's,
booze.
it's a lot of booze. It's an actual cocktail immediately when adding the estimation pour as we were all doing earlier. I like that you have a little. You got a gibber that's never been used.
We used it. We used it for the French 75.
Yeah, use it for the first one just to kind of get a sense of it, and then
a
just
sense
start.
of to do it to know that you wasn't enough.
Yeah. Now to taste, we're gonna.
And then we had the 45s,
stuff
and you
in
made
there.
one for Eric, and he put like.
He
2
wouldn't stop complaining about it. My God.
Mine was perfectly fine.
An ingrate.
Oh, it's great.
The man just is never happy.
No.
That's why we kicked him out of here.
And he's wrong about everything on top of it. So just,
Eric is in Florida right now having a
that's why
gay
we can
old
talk
time.
about him.
Yeah. We could bring up that Eric is not here for. We've replaced him with Ryan. Ryan's much better looking, but the sound quality is going to go down.
Yeah, no. This voice, the sound, the production value
Yeah.
is gonna it's gonna regress back into the original. So I in preparation for this completely astute position as a co-member of this situation, I listened to some of the old ones. It was funny to listen to the first couple. Yeah, of course.
Those are
It was a train
garbage.
wreck.
Yeah.
I mean, they're supposed to be. Like it's a learning process. But yeah, the quality really improved, and except for that tea. I hope anybody was there for that tea, dude. Go back 2 episodes and wear a pair of brand new Bose headphones.
Yeah.
And be traumatized for life like I was.
I have a pair of. Over there, I have a pair of studio monitors with a bass amp.
Mm-hmm.
So, like when I'm listening to it playback, when I'm here, it's just I hear every single little thing like that
sure.
too. I can hear, but when you listen to it in the car, it's completely different. It's like wearing a pair of headphones
Yeah.
when you're listening to something versus in a car. And I'm just like, what is this? And Eric's like, you can't hear that. It's
probably for the best,
You can't
yeah.
hear that normally.
No
You're on the-
audiophile
you're
equipment.
You're on the
Yeah.
submarine, like listening for the pin drop in the enemy.
Yeah.
Nobody's listening to this through a few $100 pair of speakers
Yeah.
right now. I was looking at our stats and I was trying to find a way to nail down like subscribers and stuff because we don't pay for the distribution thing that we have right now.
We've got a ways to go, I think. I think you get like 1,000 subscribers or something on the free plan.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
Okay.
That's what I recall.
So I'll just create
So-
1,000 random Gmail
yeah, he's got to get a
profiles
bunch
and
of
all
Thank you,
that
bot
Ryan.
accounts. And
There's
You
gotta
have
be
to
some
listen
bots
to
that
us
can do
every.
this for us, right?
You have to listen to us on every single one too.
there's got to be a way to do that. Yeah.
Well,
gonna
there's
need
like
some more
paid
Bose
Prop
headphones,
up this
dude.
whole.
1,000.
there's paid programs to figure out your listeners, and it's a lot of people for like, say we ask an advertiser or a company or a sponsor or whatever,
Yeah.
like, and they use those programs to be like, oh, how many listeners do you have?
Yep. I bet there's some virtual assistant in Pakistan that can help us with
Yeah,
this.
probably.
Virtual is real.
Work.
I forgot where
Work
I
for
was going
$4
with
a
the
day.
story,
He works as a virtual.
but it had to do with our Bad Bunny Super Bowl one has like triple the amount of listens to it.
That was a good one. I did a
Yeah.
good job on that one,
You did.
frankly.
Your hatred for
Yeah, I think I listened to about. I'm like halfway through it right now. Actually.
Are you?
Yeah, your hatred for Bad Bunny's hatred for certain areas of
That's
South
exactly
America.
where I left off. Was like the counting countries on a
Oh, yeah.
globe.
That's a good
I
bit.
assume you had a laser pointer set up.
I
in here,
had-
like a giant.
I
Map.
had my notes on my phone for the countries just so I could rattle them off quick without having to stutter and
You had a
and
war map
The
set
rest
up?
of it is off the top of my head. This is just
Little-
accumulated 20 years of knowledge
Little-
studying.
You had a war map set up with little cavalry troops sliding around like a dictator.
We've got the whole,
You're like,
the whole map.
You'll notice here.
It's got one of those shuffleboard or like
He didn't mention Belize, or unless he did. I don't know, but
craps.
He didn't mention Belize, no.
he didn't.
Nope.
Oh, well, they speak English, so it's not real.
Well, that's what I said. Is they're more of a gringo expat kind of culture.
Oh, you talked about Belize.
Oh
I've
yeah,
actually-
go listen to it. Go. I
haven't
don't have to
finished
recap.
it. I never.
Listen to
I
it.
didn't. Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen to every
I
episode
almost.
multiple
I
times.
almost went there. I ended up going to Costa Rica.
Proud of
so.
it. I usually
Well,
try to
that's
have
where-
some kind of presentation and
That's where I was
bore
going
these
with
two.
this. Most of our listens are through Apple, which is pretty interesting. And then like the next one is like unknown, and it's still like a lot of listens for like an unknown one. So I'm curious on.
You know if it's mobile or
Well, I mean, look at
whatever.
how many podcast players are on people's phones.
it's got to be mobile.
Yeah, I mean, it's,
Yeah, I use Podcast Addict actually.
Yeah,
which is
exactly.
Probably, that's
So,
probably
like,
unknown.
Oh, okay.
that might
I
be
used to use
What's
unknown.
the
Google.
advantage of that?
I used to use Google Podcasts, and they dropped. They stopped existing.
Yeah,
So I like lost it, and I just looked up like the first thing I found was that. And it
Okay.
streams all podcasts on Earth. So
There you go.
done.
I use Podverse
And
a
it's
lot.
and it's
yeah.
Android.
Podverse.
Oh,
one of
that
those
might not be listed.
One of
yeah.
those two is listed, I think, but one of them isn't.
Okay.
And then there's obviously the desktop views. It doesn't tell you where anything's from a desktop view.
Right.
There's actually not. Obviously, there's not
Can't
a
be
lot
many
of
of
those,
those.
but there's.
Those are people at work that are just sleeping. In
Well, I
the
do.
desk with a podcast going on.
Well, and it's kind of weird because it's like if I listen to it at my desk, then I listen to it on my phone. I think if I use Spotify, I don't know if it records like 2 downloads because of that, even though I'm logged into the same account. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
Not really all that. We'll get there one day. I mean, we're at about just under 50 listens a week through. I mean, which is pretty good
There you go.
for being fairly new.
Half a year,
Half a year, yeah,
not
pretty
missing
close
a
to
week.
it.
Or well,
Except for the
mostly.
first. Yeah,
Yeah.
we talked about that the other time. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming once we get up, once we can get to like 100 listeners an episode, it's going to be. I mean, that's where you can start doling out stuff.
Just
and asking
rolling
for
in money.
things.
So you finally have to start talking about things that are interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking
All
of
right, guys,
interesting
let's
things, tell us about Ireland. That's fascinating.
I didn't actually go. I just so
I looked at a map.
yeah. Those pictures were stock photos.
AI.
No, it was incredible. I mean, I've wanted to go there my whole life. It was like a dream of my father's to always go there. He always talked about it, and he never made it. He passed away at 62, and it's funny. My 40th birthday. I've been bringing it up for a few years. Like I want to do it for my 40th.
Yeah.
It was this big grand plan, and then I talked my wife into going back to school. She's always wanted to do it, and I pushed her over the edge. I'm like, there's, it's like waiting to have a kid. There is never going to be a perfect time. Let's just do it. So we did it, and it's
Right.
the wildest, most chaotic experience of our lives with all the businesses and the jobs, and she's still
Yeah.
working full time. All this crazy stuff. She's going to school in Nashville, so all things crazy. There's just no feasible way to do this. Essentially, is what we were looking at.
Yeah.
And with I have 2 kids as well, so it's the whole thing. And then at the last second, she started talking like we were gonna go, and I'm like, "What are we doing here? Like we gotta figure out if we're actually going or not, because this is like you're not gonna handle any logistics. Is basically what I'm telling her. You have too much going on.
Yeah.
I'm happy to do it, but we need to like actually make a decision." And she's like, "Let's do it." So
Okay.
like that was not that far out, like 3 weeks, a month out, something like that.
Oh, wow.
That's short
Jeez.
planning.
Yeah, it was not. It wasn't bad. It worked out beautifully.
How long a trip was it?
I think we did 8 nights. I mean, you lose a lot for travel.
Yeah.
Because going over there, it's like an 8-hour time change. So,
Yeah.
or I think
right.
6-hour time change, 8-hour flight, or vice
How-
versa, whatever it was.
How was your jet lag?
Not at all.
not too
I mean,
bad.
we land and go. We've never really. To be fair, first time I've ever even crossed the Atlantic. So,
Sure.
I've never taken. I think maybe a 6-hour flight was my longest ever before that, and it was just nothing. We landed. We're just right into activities. No big deal. Just. We've
Wow.
always done that way. Driving too. I mean, we've driven across the whole country, and you land and you go.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
make the most of all the time. So
Yeah.
we did a lot the day we got there even. But we did a couple nights in Dublin, which was awesome. We went in January. I mean, my birthday is January 27th. All of our birthdays are right in a row here, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So now we're all a bunch of 40-year-old trusties drinking our cream beverages.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so it was we kind of like did a whole loop of the southern. It was like the southern tour. Like, it's like you got to go back to do the northern half, and even then, I mean, whatever. It's a whole country. To be fair, it's smaller than Wisconsin in square mileage.
Yeah, there's a lot
Sure.
of things.
So
to
it's
see
actually,
here.
of course, yeah, exactly. Like if you spent a week here, it's like you're not going to see everything, and you're going to drive a lot. So, we took a train and then rented a car and a lot of driving and just saw as much as we could. I mean, it was awesome. Going in to get back to that, to January, great. Like, yeah, the weather wasn't perfect. Guess what? It was -10 when I left here.
Yeah,
So
sure.
it never freezes there. There's no snow. It's raining.
It strikes me as like rainy and kind of foggy, and
Yeah,
there's
and
a
worse.
mist
It's
or
worse in the
something.
winter because more rain. Like January is the rainiest month of the year. It's 27 days out of the month it rains in January.
Really? Okay.
Average. But it's
It's
not a
supposed to be
washout.
right next to an ocean. And
So when we got there, they said that the previous 3 days before we got there, it rained like 4 inches, nonstop, all day, every day for 3 days. But when we got there, it was fine.
Yeah.
There were some rain breakouts, but whatever. It's like there are 2 accessories every human being had in that entire country. It was an umbrella and a scarf. Everybody had one. I'm like, that's actually
There's
pretty
something
classy.
charming about that.
I
yeah?
thought it was extremely
Yeah.
charming.
Yeah, because like here, like
And then you walk in between like in Dublin or basically any city that's bordering a coastline, which is all of them. You walk in between like buildings, so like there's an alley where the wind could come through,
Oh,
and
yeah.
you and 40 other people's umbrellas would like rip in half
Turn
backwards,
inside.
turn upside down.
Do a whole Mary Poppins
all
thing.
at once, and then it's just part of the deal, and it's just you go on with your life. Just like here with snow, if it's you just get used to the fact that it's down and whatever.
Yeah.
So it was, but because of that, there was nobody there. Like Dublin was busy, but compared
Like
to
any
what
kind
I've
of metro
heard,
area?
what
I
I've
mean-
heard about going there in July or August or something, where you can't. We stayed in the Temple Bar district, which is like the music festival bar area, whatever. Cobblestone Street's beautiful. You know, just everything's just lively and awesome.
Yeah.
I've seen pictures and videos of it in the summer, and you can't even walk down the street. It's like shoulder to shoulder. It's busy
Weekend,
when we
yeah,
were there
sure.
in the places on Friday, Saturday night, but otherwise you're walking around like Trinity College and all that is beautiful.
Yeah.
Dublin Castle, all that. I mean, it was great.
Did you
Just
do
to have no
the
lines.
Blarney Stone?
We did. So we took a train to Cork, and then we rented a car, and we drove to Blarney, which was 20, 30 minutes. No one there too.
That's
I mean,
crazy because I feel like when I've seen it, there's like a line.
Oh my god! Of course, everything
Yeah.
I researched, and it's just wild. We got up to the whole stone kissing thing and all that is what everyone knows it for. But I mean, the estate is beautiful. It's massive. There's
Yeah.
hiking trails. It's huge. There's like rivers and gardens everywhere.
How
man.
dangerous is it to actually kiss the thing? Because I feel like you have to bend over backwards and like above a open cavern.
Oh, that's not the danger. It's if you see this right here. I'm still waiting for this to clear up. Actually,
Oh, is that herpes?
no. So it's not dangerous
That's
at
with you
all.
for life,
So
yeah.
originally, I think whatever the originally of them dedicating the stone, whatever that history was, I don't remember. But you had to like hang over the side on the outside of the wall or something
Sure,
crazy.
yeah,
Like your
something weird.
feet. Yeah, like they're torturing you in like an old Bond film.
Yeah.
So, but now it's on the
Therefore, if you made it, you were really lucky.
yeah. So there's just like a hay wagon full of dead bodies at the bottom. that you
They're
fall
the
into.
unlucky ones, and then
Yeah.
just yeah.
He has leprosy. Anyway.
Assassin's Creed does not work in real
Yeah,
life.
don't do that leaf. The wet hay that just feels like concrete. But so now it's on the inside, and you like lay on your back and kind of do an upside down thing, and it's whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we get to the outside of like the one of the many castle entrances, and there's a sign that says 90-minute wait to kiss the stone from this point, and I'm like, I could not imagine just
I don't even
No.
want to
doing
deal with
that
it.
ever.
I'll look at a
And there's
picture
no,
online.
I mean, there's like at the time that we saw that there was 0 people in the castle. We walked it empty, spiraling stone staircases and all the passages and all. It's all empty. We get to the top. There's like 2 guys working there wearing ponchos, smoking cigarettes, little radio. Want to kiss the stone? Okay, yeah, sure, cool. Like that was cool.
God, 90
Yeah.
minutes.
The national parks were empty. Everything was just. I mean, that was. I will take a little bad weather
yeah.
over human beings
Yeah.
any day.
Yeah.
And
Sounds
that
like a
was
trip
just-
I would rather do. I want to see Switzerland in the wintertime.
Oh man,
That'd be awesome
too.
Yeah.
That's like I want to see Greece. I want to see Switzerland. I'd love to see Rome.
some of those places I'd like to cycle, so I'm conflicted
sure.
between like, you know, I don't want to cycle in the winter.
Well,
We're in the
right.
Swiss
Yeah.
Alps,
Yeah.
January.
Put on some
Slipping
snow
I'm assuming
tires.
my front
trying
tire
to
is a
go up a s-
sled. Yeah. But those even Ireland's got a pretty cool bicycle riding area. But then it's like on the Atlantic coast. I mean, it's like 80-mile-an-hour winds in your face. So I'm like, it's beautiful, but I
That
can't.
in the rain.
My
yeah.
eardrums are blown out, and my face is bright red. Like, not from drinking.
Oh man, well, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'll be
That's
back,
awesome.
100%.
Yeah, that's
Like,
Carl and I
did
need to
half
get there
kind
too.
of on purpose because it was like it's kind of sectioned now
Yeah.
for a return trip. So we got the killer. The flights were like $400 round trip. The
That's
time that I
nuts.
be them because it's freaking the
Yeah,
down season.
okay.
too. Our flight back was a quarter full. People were sleeping in the aisles.
Oh my god, I used to travel for work all the time. I actually loved going ahead time, so like I would go to like Vancouver for work.
You like losing time? That's cool.
You gain it back. You gain it back when you come back.
So wasn't that the more enjoyable?
No, because I would get there and it would like I would wake up at like 5 o'clock in the morning, whatever. I would still be like I would have slept in, and I still wake up like earlier than I would need to be at
all right.
work.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we got back, there was like no time change because
Oh, you flew
the
and landed
flight
at the
plus
same
the
time.
yeah, it was like flight plus time loss.
But I just
You
loved
lose
it
an
because it's
Now
hour.
you're
like
just back to stupid reality.
Yeah,
I'm just-
it was so cold when we got back too, because that was that death week.
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know us having birthdays at that time of the year. Every single year, the week or the week after my birthday are always the coldest, no
Yeah.
matter what. Even if they're projecting it's going to be like less horrible, I'm like, don't buy it.
Nope.
It's going to get wild. When we got back, there was funny. Some of the people that were coming from Ireland, we were at O'Hare, and like when the sliding doors opened to go outside, dude, it was like -30 wind chill,
Just
-10
knock the
cord
wind
temperature.
out of them.
Send me
Just
back.
The guy, this guy with like his little driving cap, like just dropped to one knee.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
Same
Jesus Christ,
Dude.
help us!
It was brutal. Oh man, and the dryness of the air. We get dry cold over there. It's humid. Humid when it's cold and in the warm. So you get like humid cold. It is
Yeah.
cold. So if it says it's 40, it feels like it's 25, 30.
Sure.
But you're dressed properly. Who cares?
Yeah, right. Here your skin cracks up and you're.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah.
We hiked up to this place in
Nose
near
is dry in the
Killarney
morning.
National Park. There's a place called the Gap of Dunlow, and it's just a big mountain pass. And there's a road. You can legally drive on it, but it's advertised as like don't drive on it because only one car can fit, and there's occasional little pit outs. But everything's got stone walls, so there's nowhere to go.
Mm-hmm.
So in the summer, when there's tourists, I guess everybody walks, rides bikes, or they do like horse and buggies occasionally. There's no one there. We park our car and we just walk this thing.
Yeah.
Not a single person anywhere. But it's 7 miles there and back. So we're going to go do this whole thing. And it's like one of the most beautiful experiences I've ever had in my life walking up this thing. We get to the top and we walk into a cloud, like a rain cloud basically. So
Yeah,
you walk
sure.
into the mist. It starts raining. We're prepared, but it starts pouring so bad. And we're at the absolute furthest from our vehicle that you can be. Oh, man. It was brutal. No, and then the one car we saw on the road, we're halfway walking back, pulls up next to us. This lady's like, "Get in the car, you idiot!" Her car was like full of just all this garbage. Stuffed those sacks to the side,
Yeah.
and she drove us out of there, all with our rain gear on, all soaking wet, and dropped us off by our car. It was a sweet saved us a nice chunk of time.
Yeah, sure.
But I mean, it was just crazy because the way up was so beautiful and the sights were so great.
Reminds me of
And then on the way down, you couldn't see 3 feet in front of your face because of the torrential downpours.
It
yeah.
reminds me of like an action movie where it's like you're running down the road and like somebody pulls up next to you with the door flying open, like get in.
Yeah, get in. I'm like, are we being chased by sheep?
Thought there would be a sheep in her back seat or something.
But we did Yellowstone a few years ago, and we backpacked, so we got out in the middle of nowhere and saw nobody, and it had that awesome experience.
Yeah.
But like the main sites, we went in July, for like Yellowstone.
Oh yeah. It's every
The
family
robbery,
in a caravan or something.
Dude, it's just every Asian person with a super telescopic lensed camera you've ever seen in your life, just not moving. The car situation there, because I don't know if you guys have ever been to Yellowstone, but the roadway there, it's 2-way, but it's very narrow, and they just, there's a buffalo, let's stop. That will cause the cascading effect will add 3 hours to your journey.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
If there was nobody there,
It just
and you were on a
ripples through
crotch
the rest
rock-
of your.
if there was nobody there and you were in a crotch rocket, it would take you 4 hours to drive that loop. So now you add in 1 million people,
That happened to.
and it was just terrible. I mean, it doesn't ruin it, but it's just having the opposite experience of that. It's like, man,
Yeah.
you can go to Yellowstone in the winter, but you need a snowmobile or a cross country skiing setup.
my
Yeah,
parents went
sure.
out there snowmobiling.
And they'll find your body in the spring.
Mel and I
They
ran
find a
into
ton of bodies in those parks.
Mel and I ran into a similar situation. We were down in Gatlinburg hiking a trail, and we were on our way there driving, and it's a little narrow. All the roads there are narrow.
They're
through
pretty nuts.
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah.
nuts. And
They're
the people down
eroded
there
to the
drive
edges.
like ridiculously quick on them, but all of a sudden there's a line of 50 cars to get to this national park head where we're gonna
Yeah.
go hike. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Well, even there
You know,
again,
like,
even
and all
there
of a
again,
sudden
you're
we're-
going through mountains and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
a 4-mile drive will take 35 minutes
Yeah.
with nobody there.
All of a sudden, a half hour later, we get up to this point, and there's 50 people outside of their cars taking picture of one little freaking brown bear or black bear
Yeah.
in a tree that they have treed because
Which
they're
when we were
taking
down there, we
pictures
saw
of it.
100 bears. So it's like
Yeah.
especially that like.
Well, and
like
I
the
see
black
them.
bear.
I go up north here a lot, so we see bear.
Right.
Somewhat, not frequently, but you see.
Like
them.
if it was a grizzly just tearing a tourist apart.
Yeah, I would. Stop.
That would be worth a stop, I would say.
But yeah, just a black bear that you have literally treed
Killing
because you're taking
machines.
pictures of it. The thing's probably shaking for its life because you have to get a photograph
Yeah.
of it. It's just like,
You're bear spraying it to get it to pose.
Sit down. Be cute.
Terrible.
yeah. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Oh no, we were in Mel's car. I thought I was in a rental for a second there. Been in so many rental cars.
We went to the same area. We stayed in Pigeon Forge, and it was a Pigeon Forge address, but it was mainly Gallenberg.
Yeah.
But it was like a cabin up in the mountains.
Same here.
Yeah.
But when we went there, it was like some historic snowfall. Like it was as we were approaching, they got 12 inches in one day,
That's
which
awesome.
apparently is above their their annual average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
What time
beautiful.
of year is this?
We went in. It would have been December. I remember it
Okay.
was my daughter's
that
birthday when we went. They had like the cabin was decorated for Christmas. It was it's very quaint.
Yeah.
But those roads, they're all eroded, to where it's like
Yeah.
it erodes to the asphalt.
There's
And
like
then it
big
was
chunks
snowing.
missing off
Yeah.
of them. Yeah.
And then it was snowing terribly. Oh my goodness, it was so treacherous. And then we could almost not get to our cabin because of the vertical incline. And I had the trusty Honda Odyssey that I still have.
I know. Every time I go,
300,000
every
miles
time I
later.
go to underground, I'm like looking. I'm like, just for your vehicle, and I'm like, oh, the Honda's here again.
Dude, it's never gonna die. It won't die. I'm just gonna have to replace it just for fun.
Yeah.
What year is that?
It's a 2011.
How many miles
Oh,
are on
it's,
that thing?
yeah, it's
Like
not
almost
even broken
300.
in.
That's why you buy a Honda. Like I'm trying to get.
Oh, and it's great. Like the engine is so strong.
Yeah.
The transmission's beautiful. Still, everything's fine. I take it to Jesse. From
Oh sure. I remember.
He's got his shop is not convenient at all, but I trust him. He's got a great situation going on there. Good Hope Service, shout out. Drive your vehicle 1,000 miles to that place. Into a terrible neighborhood to have your vehicle serviced by Jesse. But yeah, so I just always get it taken care of right away. And it just had a ton of body work because it's been hit and run like several times.
Really.
Parking lots, crossover mainly. Too brutally. The last
It's like
one
your own
was,
students or
the last one was at my son's football game at Kettle Moraine.
Sure.
And in the high school parking lot, and someone just annihilated it and just took off.
Oh,
And there was no cameras on that side of the lot. I'm just like, oh, another insurance claim. Guess that's why I have it.
God.
Like rebuild this body again. The back's been replaced on that thing, but I mean, it's not rusted out anywhere. It's all
Yeah.
good.
Hondas are great. I loved mine, but
Yeah. Say I'm.
But now it's just time, just because it's time. It's like, dude,
it's not time. No.
It's not
What, are you
time.
itching for a payment?
no, I'm not. But
Just
No.
hold on to it.
it's got weird problems that like they're surmountable. But
It's
the automatic doors that haven't worked in 8 years that are now like
you don't even miss them. Do
it's
you?
300-pound resistance to open them. My kids are so powerful.
Yeah.
For repping those doors. Oh, it's crazy.
Nah,
we
keep
we
it.
will have a surprise Metro Minute. Maybe we'll throw it on Ryan, but
Yeah, sure.
I think it's about 10 minutes out. Eric will be upset that I announced it ahead of time, but I've just
Just get ready.
just getting ready for it. Ryan, what do you have on your wrist tonight?
Let's see here. I've got an Orient. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if you're familiar with the Bambino.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
That's
know.
that's a cool brand. and
We're
it's
just looking at those. Yeah.
very inexpensive and cool. And
They are Seiko, right?
the
Yeah.
the movements are Seiko. This
Yeah.
one is actually this is a solar.
Oh,
And
that
I,
is.
Oh,
and I
cool.
want to say, I'm embarrassed not to know offhand.
It's solar.
But it's not it might be this, I think it's the same Seiko solar movement I have in my Arnie Seiko.
Sure.
Or I don't think it uses an Echo Drive. There's a weird crossover somewhere because I know Echo Drive movements are sold elsewhere too.
Yeah.
This similar, it's just the same technology, but so
Yeah.
I do not
And
buy.
that's Citizen, right? Is it Echo Drive?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, and I don't buy regular quartz watches anymore and never will.
Yeah.
I'll get them if they're solar. I just
Sure.
don't. I'm not in the battery business anymore. I'm just like done with it. And when my Casios finally die, which might be never, then I'll get that battery replaced if the time comes. The Casio you have, that we both have,
I don't have
they were
mine
called. Oh, you
anymore.
don't have it anymore.
I gave it to my dad. So
I gave it to my son, who still wears it, dude. It's still.
I bought a
good.
new Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Well, you have a
And
new
I-
Pathfinder too, but
Yeah, I have the. They don't call them Pathfinders
Or,
anymore.
Protracks,
They're
I'm sorry, Protracks, yeah.
Protrack. Our old ones were called Pathfinders.
yeah.
Yeah, I love my Protrack is. I have like an analog dialed one.
Yeah,
too,
that
but
one's really cool.
I love that one.
Mine's
That's my Apocalypse watch for sure.
it's not a ridiculously expensive watch, but it's a Japanese release only watch.
Mm.
I ordered it from Japan. So they don't really even have that model here.
Sure.
And anybody can get them. It wasn't like it was hard for me to get, but the face on it will glow. It's like a luminescent glow for like hours if you put like a headlamp on it for like a minute,
Huh.
which is pretty cool. It's like for rock climbing and or
It's a-
cave
Yeah,
work.
sure.
I'll hand that around. That's
Yeah.
it's a Panda chronograph, but it's kind of like an off white, but it's actually slick.
That's
and it's-
gorgeous. Yeah, I like
I
this.
know that
Yeah.
I've got it on the Bond
the
NATO.
chrono.
Yeah, I have to. I mean, I can't wear. Well, I have a similar situation to Will. I actually might have a bigger wrist than Will somehow.
I think
I'm like
you might.
I'm like an
yeah.
8 3/4,
Wow.
which is preposterous.
So it's
Yeah,
all
but
NATO.
So
all the time.
I can't wear any stock anything ever.
Yeah.
Even
Yeah,
bracelets,
yeah.
I'll have to get extra links usually. But whatever came on that, I don't remember. I think that might have actually came with like a really cheap bracelet that I
Yeah.
immediately pitched.
Yeah,
And looks way better on a NATO anyway.
Oh, that's
so.
awesome. I love that.
Yeah, I know that.
And that's like sub $200, I think maybe.
Is that right? For
I-
solar
I could be
chrono?
wrong. I could be.
It's
wrong.
got a
You could be
It's
way
been,
off.
it's been a few years. I think it is.
it's got a 4.5 o'clock date. On
Yeah,
it.
right.
Yeah,
Which
it's
is
so
interesting.
small that you need a monocle.
And it's not even set right.
What's it on right now?
The first.
Yeah, it's horribly
Yeah,
wrong.
you know.
First time I've
It's
worn
awesome
it in
that
March.
it's
February screwed that
solar.
up.
Yeah. Always
It
does.
does.
Several days get pulled off at once.
I was gonna mention something to you. I'm like, hey, make sure you change your watch because of the month.
And I did, yeah. On the Seiko, you mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
I have a tag that has a Cyclops on it that's like the most impressive Cyclops ever. It's milled right into the mineral. It's
Yeah.
a domed Cyclops. It's the same size as this.
Is
view,
it on the inside?
But it's like, it's massive.
Is it on the inside or the outside?
It's on the outside,
It is on the outside. Okay.
which I
It's
actually
not just
love.
a little thing glued on or something.
No,
just
it's milled out of one piece, and it's
Oh, cool.
it's
I don't
massive
remember.
data on it. I love
I don't
it.
remember what watch it was, but they were talking about they milled the inside of the crystal to have the
How
dome
does that
things.
even work?
It just creates a.
It's
it
the opposite.
smaller.
It makes it smaller.
No.
It's like holding binoculars
It's
backwards.
still
Yeah.
like it's
Then the
convex,
sun will
but it's
catch it. It'll
backwards.
start burning a hole through it.
However, it works the same. It just
The
doesn't have
feat
the
of
bump on the
Chinese
outside of the
engineering,
glass.
yeah.
But I don't remember what brand that
That'll
was
come in
right
handy
now.
though if you're in the wilderness and you need to start a fire
Yeah. You can get
on,
your burning
on
watch.
accident.
Just
Yeah.
there you go.
Pop your crystal out.
Beautiful. Actually, I like the Protrek, my analog one. The coolest thing I thought about that whole situation was that the compass is the second hand.
That's
and it's like
awesome.
it's just the coolest
Yeah.
thing ever. I feel like it's more likely to break, possibly. I don't know, because it's actually a moving part. But man, like the first time I ever like saw that, I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
Like obviously a Garmin or something is going to be equally, if not better, but it's also never going to survive anything longer than your 1 day of battery or whatever.
yeah.
The Protreks are
Yeah.
basically.
Oh, sorry, you don't have internet. It's no longer
Right.
synced to your phone.
There's
It's
no
2 years
satellite
old
here.
and you need an update and it's not supported anymore. So
The Protreks,
No,
I feel,
yeah, there's
are.
no updates on this Ireland off this island off the coast of Scotland. It's not.
They gotta be almost
Like
just as
canoed
tough
too.
as. They gotta be almost as tough as like G-Shocks, depending on what model.
What's that, Garmin's?
No, the Protreks.
Oh, for sure they are.
yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they're
they've got a
kind
lot of the same
like-
proprietary
Yeah,
technology,
they're
don't
kind of
they?
pitched the same.
They're
way,
better
yeah.
in every conceivable way. I always thought. I actually never really understood the compared to a G-Shock, besides the fact that they cost more, and they do as a
Yeah.
whole, like that. I want to say like, the retail on my Pro Trek was probably like $500 or $600, which is kind of crazy for a Casio.
Yeah, but the G-Shocks are
G-Shocks can get nuts. Like, you can get crazy on a
Yeah, most of
G-Shock.
the time they're in a resin case. Most of the time you can buy metal
Yeah.
ones and all that kind of stuff. But I think they have like a
The
like
weight-
a
that's part of the
padding
weight
around
though,
them
too. You
so
don't
they
want it
can.
heavy.
They're G-Shock for for getting hit off the things and not
Sure.
breaking. And I feel like my Pro Check has like a resin case to it too. But yours is like metal, isn't it?
It's I've gone through multiple. My son more than me. When he started wearing it, he actually was wearing it at a baseball game once.
Oh,
And he was batting, and he got hit. The ball hit his wrist and just blew the thing apart. So he's gone through. Actually, you can that Pro Trek you can put NATOs on. It has
Yeah.
a normal
Yeah,
spacing.
you can get the
My
things.
new one has like a weird
proprietary
thin,
type thing.
but it's also made of like apparently they're calling it carbon fiber, whatever that means, because it's like what percentage of it or whatever. That I've had no problem with, but I also haven't worn it as much as the other one.
because they talk about
When I
wearing
go
like
cycling and stuff too, like in like
mechanical
long distance, I wear
watches.
that everywhere
they say you shouldn't wear mechanical watches like golfing, even though like every
because of the
millionaire
hard
does,
swing.
yeah, the hitting.
Yeah, the shock of it.
And
I hate that crap.
yeah,
Don't wear this. Don't wear this amazing thing.
Yeah, I mean most people
Don't
do
go
when
swimming. Don't go swimming with your diver that can go 300
Yeah.
meters.
Well, it's like not this watch. My Seiko Dress KX.
Yeah.
That doesn't have a screw down crown on it. Like anything without like a screw down crown, I wouldn't want to take more than in a swimming pool.
Yeah.
And even then, I'm like would be scared to do it.
Yeah.
I'll take any watch on earth into a hot tub. I'm telling you right now. This one, don't care. Take a chronograph into the hot tub. You're not moving around.
And
There's
you're
no
gonna step
depth.
out of it. You're drinking anyway, right?
No,
So
a hot
you're
tub's
gonna-
perfectly fine.
Here's the
but-
thing, like if the watch that I have bought cannot survive a hot tub, I don't want it. That's preposterous.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like a good, like I bought a watch for $2,000. I can't go in a hot tub with it. Like spike this thing on the concrete. It's over.
You can have a leather strap on it that's all eaten up afterwards.
It's a leather strap. Yeah, it's sheep's wool.
So Dave, you're wearing your Seamaster, I would assume.
Yeah.
Look like it.
Oh, what do we got
It's
here?
the
So-
anniversary watch.
So that probably
That I still want a
does that have a
strap for.
screw down crown on it?
I don't think so. Wait, maybe. Yes, it does.
Okay, it should because it's
he
called
just
the
broke it.
Yeah, it's a
Seamaster.
Seamaster.
He just broke it. It's
Oh,
not supposed
sure.
to screw it. Just snapped it apart.
So
But yeah, I'm still looking at a custom leather strap for that.
There we go.
so
Won't take it in the hot tub. But
Oh yeah, look at that. He's got the wrist of my daughter.
yeah.
It's adorable.
So like I feel like a dress watch. I mean that's kind of because
Look
that
at you.
doesn't have the
dressier.
bezel
You're all
on it.
grown up, dude.
Yeah. It matched my shirt today, so I.
Beautiful.
I feel like something without a screw down crown is like if it doesn't have a O-ring in it, which most do, but like
Yeah.
I don't know,
Oh.
man. I just like all of a sudden it's like there's one little like chip out of that O-ring and your watch is underwater. It's kind of like
Yeah.
screw down crown, same difference. There's like one extra layer there. Most of them have multiple O-rings nowadays.
I have like
But-
I have 2 Citizen Echo drives. One I wore a ton 10 years ago, maybe more. I gave that to my son as well. It's like his only watch. It's like I don't want to call it a dress watch, but for a 14-year-old, it's dressy enough.
Is it a
It's a chronograph. It's that orange one. You probably
Yeah.
remember that from
I
back
love
in the
that
day. I
thing.
beat the
It's cool.
hell out of that watch. That has been in the ocean, swimming in rivers, whatever, all the time. No screw down crown, no nothing, no problems ever. It's solar. It's still going fine. The chronograph still works
That's amazing. You've had that for a long time.
Wow.
forever. It's funny. I gave it to my son. Within 2 weeks, I look at it. The entire the dial, not the dial,
The crystal.
the crystals.
You'll hear
annihilated.
the.
What is he like rolling in gravel or something? And
I don't know what I got going on up there because you look at the scroll, and it's like just catching up with us the whole time.
yeah.
But I'm pretty sure the Metro Minute's going to be going off.
What? I don't even know what the Metro Minute
Okay.
is. What does that
That's a
mean?
segment.
But what is it?
Well, you're going to talk about. You are going to talk about
Metrosexual?
But I don't know.
metrosexual type stuff. Yeah. What have we talked about in the past?
Clothing.
Are you concerned
shoes.
about the technical side of this? Is that what you're?
Yeah, I don't know if I
worried
should. I don't want to touch anything because I know it's recording. But I thought the Metro Minute hit at like 58 something and it didn't go off.
Might have been right on the hour. Let's talk
well,
about
Eric
it till
might
it
have
gets
moved
here.
it. Yeah. We have a few segments that we normally do. We've kind of skipped around on them a bit tonight. Eric normally does like a news thing. We do the Metro Minute where we talk about cologne, shoes, clothing, house
Yeah, grooming,
styling,
general,
whatever, grooming
you know,
in general.
everything short of being homosexual, I guess.
Just
Yeah.
short.
Just Metro. Not that there's anything wrong with that,
Yeah.
Dave.
Nothing really wrong with that.
And I don't know why it's our scroll is looking weird, and I don't know enough about.
Is it looking
I don't know
weird
what I'm
everywhere?
looking
Here,
at. That
why
just
don't
looks
you-
like a
why
big
don't you
old
do
pile
with
of
it, 'cause-
technology.
Eric has done almost all of this for the last like 20 weeks.
I don't know how your word works.
Oh, there it is.
Nothing to worry about.
Yeah. Make sure you bend over for that camera. I sit here and suffer for so I don't have to get up and go to the bathroom. I have a G&T. It's all sitting over here. If you want one,
Yeah, I'll probably do that.
I can only have so many sweet drinks.
Can't do too much cream.
Yeah.
Just do all cognac.
Yeah. And you mixed the gin with the cream residue.
Yeah,
huh?
I did. That's why it's kind of frothy. But it works out well.
That's a nice touch. It's gonna curdle.
All right, Metro Minute. I've
So-
talked about it for 10 minutes now.
Is it coming yet? Here it comes.
Funny thing, we were talking about that brand of shoe, I think 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I had no clue what
What brand?
the brand was on.
Oh, On Clouds?
Yeah. So it's on men because that's the male symbol on the shoes.
I never put that together.
Yeah.
Oh,
So it's on
Like an
men.
abbreviated-
Yeah, I guess it
it's an
looks like a-
abbreviated male symbol.
yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the men's bathroom symbol.
Yeah,
I
it's like
guess.
like circumcised.
Dude,
A little excited, whatever.
A little.
Yeah, I had absolutely no clue. Like, I called it on, but I didn't even know if it was on. I've seen a million people wear them.
It's OC. It's On Clouds.
It's on men.
But
'Cause it's
the
on
brand
you
is
right
On
now.
Clouds.
I know.
Yeah, you weirdo.
I didn't know.
'Cause you're walking
I didn't
on
know,
clouds,
though.
dude.
I didn't know.
Unlike you, who's clearly walking on sunshine, which I appreciate.
I'm wearing Keen.
Sweat-filled slippers.
They're
Sockless
Gonna peel 'em
catastrophe.
they're casual slippers.
Well, why
They-
peel them off? Just sleep in them.
get the
They
insert with
they-
your foot. And
They advertise these as around the house or around town because they have shoe bottoms.
you could take those on the town, yeah.
Yeah, I really don't unless I'm running into a gas station. But
Wait, so you already,
I love
So you
these
already
things.
discussed all this, but you're rediscussing it? Is that what that?
No, I had no clue what it was when we last
Oh,
talked about
okay.
it. So now I'm bringing up what it's called
very,
now.
they're very popular now.
They are. And how do you like them?
I love them.
Yeah.
They're my new shoe of choice. I was an Adidas human for
Yeah.
years, and now I'm not. And they
I
fit my
will,
preposterous feet.
I will look into them because my sister has a pair too. And
I'm an athletic shoe slip-on kind of person forever, so I try to change. I can't. It's never gonna happen. I want to change until I see my. Dude, you got. I assume we all have giant, stupid, ugly feet. That's the problem. If you're a 12 plus, like everything looks stupid. The
Yeah,
goal
right.
is to try to
Get clown
look
shoes.
and make it look smaller.
Yeah.
It's like Redwood
Oh,
at
I
the
don't
gym
even
in his
care about that.
15s. Hope he's listening right now.
he doesn't know about it.
He, like,
you gotta pitch this so we get
And
more
I will.
listeners.
He says he orders everything online and just gets like 10 at a time, tries them all, and send back what's left.
Sure.
He's like, yeah, these were the most flattering, and I was like, it looks like 2 deflated footballs. Just the worst.
How much is he?
misshapen.
Because he said he has 2 kids now.
2, yeah,
He probably has a third one on the way we don't know about yet.
yeah, at least,
All Irish twins.
dude. So many.
Is he still training pretty good?
No, not at
Nah,
all.
I don't think
no.
so.
He did the opposite of what I did when I became a stay-at-home dad.
I remember.
People are scared to take their children places now. This is the reality.
Well-
the world is a scary place.
Oh, we were
apparently.
terrified when we had Ryan in for the first, like, she was a little preemie or whatever, and for the first 3 months or something, we didn't go anywhere.
Oh, 3 months. I'm
Yeah.
talking like.
Oh, like
I'm
as a
talking
kid?
like toddlers.
Oh,
essentially.
man.
Like
Yeah, after that,
Like
especially
Lily now.
especially under the first year, basically the baby's not even leaving the house, and only going with you to your safe spaces, like your favorite Target because you know it has a changing table or whatever.
Oh,
like I
man.
understand it to a point, but like I did it so differently, and I
Yeah.
just had to figure it out. And it's like I have a son and a daughter, so I had to deal with having a daughter, as you know, you both have daughters. Like going out into the world, it's like a little more complicated logistically a lot of times with
Yeah.
bathrooms and things like
I
that.
have never,
Right.
3 years now, I've never once changed my daughter's diaper outside of my house or my parents' house.
What? Oh my god!
Wow, all right.
I have changed diapers
Yeah.
on the.
You're really
back-
being tolerated.
I've changed diapers on the back of strangers' pickup truck beds, dude. Whatever had to be done.
Oh, I mean,
Oh my God.
I probably have. Well, I was always, whenever
the
we go,
gym?
Mel and I both work 9 to 5 jobs for the most
Sure.
part, so we always are
Yeah, I
with
always-
each other when we go somewhere.
I had a unique
Yeah.
situation. My children were raised in the gym for the most part, so the historic story that's always told, like Liam was raised, he was in a car seat while I was teaching classes
I remember.
at Watch MMA, and he was always super good. Both my kids were just like amazing.
One
slept
of them
through the
would
night.
cry, and you're like, I gotta go.
Sometimes it would happen. It was very rare, but it would happen, and I dealt with it. But like he was just sitting there on the side. Then he got a little bit bigger. We put him in the cage, like the fighting cage. Put a blanket down. Then he started crawling because it's like, oh yeah, we got to keep him in here so he doesn't like get into trouble.
Yeah.
And then I found him in the cage afterwards, and he was chewing on a Band-Aid that he'd found that was
God.
stuck underneath the cage wall. And I was like, this is probably not great,
Yeah,
but
time to go to urgent care.
yeah, it felt very 90s, but it was in 2013.
Like last night, I told you Mel was gonna come with Megan,
Mm-hmm.
and I wasn't sure if I was gonna put on my gym clothes or just go there with Lily, just to kind of just be there because I knew you were there and whatever, and Mel was there, and Lily's never seen that, so I was gonna bring her, and then Megan backed out because of car issues or whatever, and I was like, well, can I go instead of you then? Because Brian would rather see you, so I'm gonna upset him tonight. Well, like whatever.
Yeah.
So she's just like, yeah, you go. But I'm like, well, let's just throw her in the cage and both do class. Like she's gonna probably climb up the walls or something. I don't know.
You won't
she'll
know
be
until
fine.
you find out. It's like, whatever. And
Yeah.
if the gym owner's cool with it, it's like, dude, give it a shot. I tell
Yeah.
people all the time that that's their excuse, and I'm like, look, if you're making that up so you don't have to come here, that's great. Don't come here.
Well, I
But,
always
like,
said let's
but
throw
if
her
it's
in the
an
cage.
actual, but it's like an actual restriction. It's like you can just bring, like, we have a lobby, we have whatever. If you're trusting, it's like we're all right there, so it's not like you're out of.
Lily's
People are
not
usually
trusting.
pretty accommodating and pretty like you have an outsized idea as
We
to
had-
what people think of you when you have a crying baby.
Did
in
you meet? I
public.
don't know if you ever
And
met
it's-
Maddie. We had a girl training at Crossover for a while. She's gone now. She used to fight MMA a long time ago. Came back doing jiu-jitsu, whatever. She had a baby, and she was the first person I saw since myself who brought a car seat in. Put the car seat on the edge of the mats, basically, so she could always be within eyesight and just train. And
Yeah.
then, like, oh, here's some milk, or here's whatever, here's your nook, and then go home and come back and do it again. And it's like,
Yeah.
there's a whole group of people who are going to be like, that's unsanitary, everything's terrible, whatever. And those are the people who will die really easily of disease.
Yeah. Sure.
Now,
Yeah. You get a stiff breeze or something that'll
It's like, come on, man.
blow some
outside
pollen
of-
in your face.
Your
and you-
ancestors would be very upset with you right now. This is atrocious.
Right.
I mean, outside of Mel, the
It's
only
a baby, and you're in a healthy environment, keeping yourself healthy too.
Frankly, your baby should be digging around in the garden right now.
Yeah.
Barefoot,
Yeah,
bare
honestly.
hands. And,
But it's more of, I think it's less about that and less about judgment from the outside and more about you just don't want to deal with it. You don't want to deal
you
with
don't,
what
you
if your
don't.
baby cries? What if it needs a diaper change and I have to like handle it in the middle of class? I always just cared more about training. So honestly, it's a selfish situation where I'm like, I'll just do the work to make sure that I can still do this. And occasionally it's going to be difficult.
yeah. Well,
And then in
so you
hindsight,
have
I'm
to
like,
change
it
a
was
diaper.
fine. Yeah, it's a diaper
Yeah.
change,
Yeah.
whatever.
Or you
Right.
have to leave
Yeah.
early for
It's
some
not some
reason.
crazy thing.
They start crying uncontrollably. Like, yeah, just go. I've tried kind of talking to Mel about that, or say throwing Lily in the cage or whatever. Now that she's a little bit older, it's a little like she's more uncontrollable because she is so mobile. But she probably wouldn't be able to go anywhere in the cage. But is she gonna sit there and whine the whole time?
Dude,
or
just fill it with
scream?
Band-Aids, dude. They love those things. Yeah. Preferably clean ones, not the unidentified one that I've never found the origin of. That's a bad time. I mean, that was not good. It's a fun story because he turned out fine.
yeah.
Yeah.
If he wouldn't have turned out fine, I would
Right.
not be sharing that story.
He's been
I had
in
no
a-
idea what happened.
He's been in an iron lung for the
Yeah.
last.
Yeah, he's got real immune
Arms
problems
up.
now, and
Yeah, it's just all his hair fell out. Super awkward. But
I just saw on Facebook Marketplace like a week ago somebody was selling an iron lung.
let's get it.
It was like $6,000 or something like
That's
that.
not bad. For an iron lung?
For $6,000, it better be operational.
Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
Buy up some medical devices.
I mean, it,
Iron lung. There's
Yeah,
no
why
way
is
that's
it
being used
serious?
anywhere on Earth.
I gotta look this up. You guys
Is
aren't
there like an
there
altitude chamber? Like can
A
you use it for
barometric
that?
thing?
Yeah.
Or
I gotta look this up because
Training for the Tour de France. I'm gonna sleep in this thing.
That's your reverse aging protocol.
it's got to still be on here.
Gotta keep this thing away from the microphone. I noticed it's funny listening to some of the older episodes.
Oh, we jingle
I'm
all
like,
the time.
who's jingling this ice?
We kind of mean to do that. Just
Okay,
so
that's
that-
okay.
Yeah.
but not like
I like the
ridiculously
slurping.
loud.
The slurping's my favorite. I must say, I learned something immediately upon the first episode when I listened. I'm like, wow, Dave. I've known Dave a long time, talked to him 1,000 times. He has a majestic voice. I think I'm falling in love.
He does.
And then I heard Will, and I was like, is that Bob and Brian? Both of them? If Bob and Brian had a baby.
Yeah, well,
Oh, that's like a modern iron lung.
Yeah,
want
I know,
the
I know,
iron
I know.
one.
they want $8,500 for it.
Yeah, well, I couldn't
cow.
remember.
Yeah.
I want it to be cast iron with like rust all over it.
It was hilarious because
Came from an institution.
Yeah.
when we first started
I want
doing
one that's
this,
got like blood on its hands. You know what I mean?
when we first started doing this, I'm like, I have the worst Wisconsin accent like I have heard.
It's definitely not the
Oh.
worst.
No, because his wife was worse.
Yeah, right. Carla's
Car-
pretty bad.
Carla's amazingly bad.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know if I detect it as much in my.
You live with her.
No, I
don't
mean,
you know?
I mean, in
You
my
live with her.
voice. In my voice, I don't. Know
I
that
don't notice
detect
it in
as
your
much.
voice. So you lived in California for a while too.
Well,
which,
like for a year, 20 years ago. That's not.
it helps.
I've been here, and so
Some people have their accent.
watch a lot of Frasier. I don't know.
Yeah.
Arnold Schwarzenegger's been living here
Pompous
since his
bastard.
20s.
I love
Arnold
it.
Schwarzenegger's been living here since his 20s.
It's gotten worse, I think, honestly. I was watching this documentary. I'm like, that's cool. So screw it.
There's plenty of people that have lived here for, especially actors, half their lives, and they still have their accent.
Sure.
I mean, why not keep it up if it's kind of what you're known for? But
It was funny
Yeah.
in Ireland. The accents were. It's like you could watch the weather, and they would have an accent, but they're articulate and everything.
It's the
was
very
crisp and clean.
yeah
It's a variation like we have here.
non-dialect or
Of
non-regional
course.
dialect.
But there's like
type
the
thing.
professional version of it. They don't want a thick dialect
Yeah.
for any professional job ever.
Right.
And then when you get out to the country, oh my god, you can't even.
It's like another language.
Yeah, you're done. When I was at SBG, there was some guys that they traveled to train at that gym. So if for those of you who don't know, Conor McGregor's gym was why it's famous, and they love their Conor McGregor over
Yeah,
there,
of course.
who's never been in that gym in like 5 years. His pictures
He's
are
off
everywhere.
selling suits or something.
But it is a famous gym. It's a large gym.
like
It's the biggest
Jesus.
gym there, really, and it's people travel from all around to go there. So when I trained, most of the people that I trained with were from other countries. They weren't even from Ireland. So there was Spain and Brazil and all this stuff. And I had a great time, trained hard.
yeah,
And I was talking to this guy afterwards, and it was like the most stereotypical, like
Irish.
country. It was a struggle.
it wasn't Lucky Charms accent.
It was.
That's
it was
the
that,
charming
but, like,
little lilt that you
It
get.
would be it'd be like Lucky Charms if he'd been punched in the head like 40 times, bare knuckle. I mean, the guy was in his 40s. He was like a purple belt. I mean,
Sure.
I didn't get a chance to train with him, so
Sounds
I don't know
like
how
me.
tough he was, but he's a smaller guy, and his son was there too, and his son was just a scrappy little kid. I mean, it just looked like an animation. Compared to, it's just, you see the contrast. It's like,
Yeah.
if you live on the border of the UP, or if you're from Milwaukee, it's like, it's indistinguishable dialect for sure.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, they say that like the Midwest accent outside of like the hard Minnesotan or
The
or
Uper
Wisconsin-
thing is kind of
or
that.
the Uper
The
thing.
Canadian thing gets kind of mixed in.
But
too.
the Midwest accent in general is kind of like the normal broadcaster
It's-
type talking.
Yeah.
Even in like Florida, maybe California is a little different, but that kind of dialect is kind of what they look for without the.
Yeah,
the
you shouldn't be able to pinpoint. You shouldn't
Yeah,
be able to
exactly.
recognize, they're from Wisconsin or something like that. That's initially what that Mid-Atlantic thing was. How all the old broadcasters and all the old
transatlantic. It's transatlantic.
yeah, well, yeah, either or.
That's what they call the
Do you
accent.
remember when we went to? There
Oh,
was,
the macabre,
there was a
whatever.
New Year's Eve party at Lake Geneva,
Yeah, I was there.
and I know I'm asking if you remember because I assume it's been
Yeah,
a lot of
I was
cocktails
drinking a
between
lot.
Now and then. Well, Josh Martin was
I
there.
saw pictures.
and he brought his at that time was his like new bride.
Yeah, Megan.
she's
Her
from-
name Megan too, right?
Yeah, she's from North Carolina.
Yeah.
And when we all drove down there in a van, and she's.
His
We're
parents
all
drove
we're
us
all
down
just
there,
like
too.
we didn't see each other. Even then, it's like we didn't see each other as much as we did growing up. So we're in our mode, and we've
Yeah.
already had a few cocktails, and she's like, "You guys' accents are so thick, I can't even stand it." And apparently, Josh's accent tripled being in our presence, and it doesn't seem like something that would be that exaggerated
Yeah.
until she has a southern accent, of course, but not extreme. But
Yeah.
it's just funny
Yeah.
to hear, someone just pointing in your face, mocking you. That was a fun time, actually. That was an interesting
That was
party.
a good time.
I believe
And
that
we
was
spent the
New
night
New
at
Year's
his
Eve.
house too, didn't we? Yeah, that was. I have a picture of you with
We
limes.
probably drove down there in the Odyssey. It was 20 years ago.
I thought his parents drove
It
us
was,
down
yeah.
there.
It was in a minivan of some kind.
Yeah, it was a minivan. I think they had a Honda Odyssey.
Was it an Odyssey?
I think so.
That's crazy. Of course they did. They're cool. They all live down there now.
Yeah, their place was like for sale forever. It's probably still for sale.
That place was awesome.
Had a lot of good times there. Had a lot of bad times there too. They were all good.
That's a cool kind of a place to have to even go to.
Yeah.
There was no large parties were going to be thrown at my
Oh.
500 square foot. We'll just say trailer because that's what it was.
That one time when my cousin and I came out to your trailer and Ron was there. I think Dan was. Yeah, was Dan there? I think Dan was there too. Ron was making out with the vacuum cleaner cover. Remember that?
Yes. Oh yeah.
And then we had the
in a
Hulk gloves.
closet.
Yeah, in a closet. Was it Dolly?
Like the punchline of like an early 2000s, high school comedy.
Yeah.
Sean William Scott or whoever.
Yeah, American
situation.
Pie-ish.
Yeah, of course. Like, just preposterous. The kind of binge drinking that can never take place again in my life ever.
Oh, you die.
It's just stupid.
You would-
Oh
Yeah,
no!
what do you
And
do?
we
The
drank
next 3
like
days of your
bitch
life are
pops. It was
awful.
like we built a castle
On
of
Smirnoffs.
Smirnoff ices. Yeah.
I couldn't even
Oh.
drink that many Smirnoff.
Now if it was a Zima,
Yeah, Zimas I could do.
we just talked about these not too
Yeah.
long ago too.
Zimas.
Yeah.
Oh,
I don't remember if they
starting to
sell them anymore. Are they on the
No,
market?
I don't think so. We're starting to regurgitate,
Regurgitate.
regurgitate topics.
Yeah, don't do that. I mean, there's always a good time for Zima though. But.
Yeah.
Like I've said, there's probably rarely does the person make it through a 90-minute episode.
Without
The average listener, much less 26 of them.
Yeah.
So if we repeat ourselves, it's not going to be a big deal.
well,
So if anything, just play a few old ones. That's another
Yeah,
Frasier reference,
oh,
right?
well, that'll be
play
a-
him the classic Frasier episodes.
Yeah.
He's sick today. Just give him
all
episode
take-
3.
We're all going to take the
Sounds
month
all
off.
trash.
We're all going to take the month off and just play the greatest, the best
The
of.
greatest
we'll have
hits.
AI. We'll have AI replace the numbers. It'll just repeat an old episode.
Yeah.
I like it. This could be one of those, actually. They don't
Yeah,
know.
there you go.
We've had Ryan on
I've been
7
on.
times.
You have no idea.
We'll just call you Eric. We'll replace your name with Eric throughout this whole episode for another
Yeah.
episode with AI.
You should do it crudely, though, like with no finesse. Or it's just,
Like
Eric, nice to see you again.
Yeah.
It's just bashed in.
Sounds like your call center automated phone call
Yes.
thing. Yeah.
Yes.
do you want to go on any record of video playing your cello that you brought out here?
Absolutely not. That sounds
All right.
terrible.
Play me, Cello Suite number 1, right?
God, no. So that's on every cellist's like dream
Yeah.
to play. That's a 10 years you're taking to play that, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're Yo-Yo Ma, who I actually saw him in an interview talking about the first thing he ever played in his life. He was like 5.
Mm-hmm.
Was the first bar of Cello Suite.
Okay.
And then the second day he played the second bar, and then the third day he played the first and the second again. And he literally started with that was his only piece of music
Yeah.
to build on. And it's like,
Yeah,
and now
that's-
he plays it differently than he did, of course. You reinvent that song, or piece, I should say, 1,000 times. Who I learned cello from, one of my students, Eric, he played for the Junior Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra for many years, and he's even admitted to me, like, if we use jiu-jitsu for everything, right, for our analogies, because he trains, and he's like, I'm a purple belt as a cello player. I'm a purple belt, brown
Sure.
belt maybe, like if I was going to look at it in those level terms.
Sure.
And by the way, black belt's not the top of jiu-jitsu,
No.
because how good are you of a black belt? Because
Yeah,
once
sure.
you get to black belt, That's like a guitar or something, right? Like you're proficient now at black belt.
Yeah.
But now within black belt, there's a scale that goes
conscious competence or something.
for all. Yeah, that goes up to infinitely.
I mean, there's
And he's trying to play cello. He started like that piece just now to try to like work his way through it, and it's just he kind of axe his way through the first. It's incredibly difficult. It's incredibly difficult. And it's not normal to what a cello is usually. It's like a lot of weird, kind of almost like ugly open strings and stuff are played on it.
Oh, sure.
Which is not normal. You're usually
I was
trying to avoid those.
I was trying to figure it out because I could write it out for you right now, but I can't figure out how it would translate to that, given the tuning.
What cello suite?
Yeah.
Like the prelude? Is the prelude's the big one that everyone plays?
Yeah, well, because you're used to like probably like a bass clef, like bass string layout.
Ooh, this is out of tune. Hold on.
Yowza.
Are you tuning with volume right now?
I'm tuning with volume. I can't not have the volume because it's acoustic. And that's my excuse.
Stuff a bunch of pillows in there. It's fine.
We're talking about the same thing, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that sounds about right.
So what makes that so difficult on a cello? Like the way I look at it, my musical knowledge is horribly limited, of course, but what I know about that instrument and string instruments in general, the bow is its own instrument.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So string crossing on a bow compared to the plucking is like, it's right there. And a lot of the cello, because it keeps dropping down, like a fifth, like it's got that that constant low drop.
Yeah.
On the cello, that's a drop. It's that 3-string crossing at speed endlessly. It's just like, it's such a layer of complexity on that thing, and like it just sounds so bad when it's done improperly. It's just you want to kill yourself. Violin's even worse. I mean, they essentially say violin is the most difficult instrument in the world to master because it's the most unforgiving thing ever sounded.
It's so small and
It's small.
I
it's
played-
speed, and it's the bow, dude. It's the bow. The bow is a killer.
When I played that
The tension, like
earlier,
it takes like it's a feather's touch. The difference between just death.
Yeah.
when I played that earlier, I mean, I was surprised that I got a note out of it somewhat that sounded okay. Because when I've played a violin before, I can't even
Screeching.
Even do anything. Yeah.
You've got a Psycho soundtrack.
And the electric helps with that a little bit too. Acoustics is more unforgiving because it takes a much less pressure to
Hear it.
Yeah, it carries through much cleaner. On an acoustic, it's especially the higher strings. Ooh, man, it's pretty rough.
Yeah,
Those
I
open
could not
A's
play
are
the higher
killer.
strings on there.
Yeah.
I could only play like the
They just kind of
first
screech
two.
out, or they don't hold steady. They like waver. You're not touching anything. You're just bowing, and the note is completely inconsistent, and it'll actually register as a different note, like if you're tuning it,
Oh, wow.
because it's just the pressure just makes it.
Yeah,
it's
sure.
just so terrible. So that in itself, like you start and you're just it's just getting the bowing is just that's a never-ending process. Like it's just terrible. It's fun. It's great. It's challenging. It's the same reason I do jiu-jitsu and play. Well, I shouldn't even say that. Jiu-jitsu, I was good on my first day, so
Sure.
like better than most people are when they start. So I got to enjoy success immediately.
Yeah.
And you joined not to take away from that, but you joined the sport when it was young to a point.
Even if I started today, it's like,
Yeah.
There's
Certain people that really just don't even know what the fuck they're doing
dude,
on their first day.
like there's a killer instinct factor. There's base.
Yeah.
There's like, I'm a 200-pound athletic person.
Yeah.
So like you try to move me, I don't move easy. And half the people that start have no base, or they're half the size. Maybe they didn't weightlift their whole life.
Well,
I
part of your
wrestle a little
base
bit,
too.
all that.
Yeah, you were wrestling. Weren't you into martial arts, like from childhood? Right?
Yes, like fake martial arts, like
sure.
recreating Bruce
Kung
Lee
fu.
things on
Yeah,
my TV.
yeah.
I was always into stuff, and I did wrestle a little bit, but I was never like in any true combat sport. But
Okay.
it was definitely a different world. But I was still able to be like, okay, here's a 140-pound middle-aged dude. I'm 21 years old. I can just like smash him to the ground, and I had like I could just visualize how to beat a person, and then apply it if they were weaker and less experienced and everything else. Of course, I also got my ass kicked horribly.
Yeah.
But the fact that I could, on my first class, make somebody tap out, where like that'd be like on your first lesson playing an instrument, being able to play a song is so preposterous.
Yeah.
So it's rare, and I see people come in the gym, and it's very rare, but there they are, beating people on their first class, and I'm like, oh my god, like this guy sticks around. He will be in the top 1%
Yeah.
if he's here for 3 years or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Top 1% of the whole academy. The fact is, they usually don't stick around. So for every one of those guys I see, or I should say every 10 I see,
Like Dave Akey.
one stays. Yes.
Yeah.
And he's gone.
It's gone.
So there's, I've met a bunch of Dave Akeys now over the years.
Sure.
And like a couple have stayed. And we've been open for, I've been training for almost 20 years. The gym's been open for 13. And you've got this little tiny handful of like these super good guys. And I knew the day I met them that they were going to be good. So it's kind of like it doesn't mean that you can still achieve people get good. And I have been surprised before. You're always going to improve from wherever you started, of course. You're just looking at like, this guy's max potential's higher. It just is.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, you're a savant. You're Mozart. And it's
Yeah.
like, why are you able to like, you're like playing a piano at like 7 years old? And
Yeah,
just
for whatever reason,
composing.
things click with people.
Yeah.
and,
Was
you just
I mentioned that last week when we were talking about it. It's just like 95% of the people out there are. I shouldn't say necessarily like you were on your first day, but there's that 5% or that 1% that is just all freaks. They're
Yeah.
just freaks.
how much of that is a drive to actually get
Kill-
to somebody, like
They
to
just want to kill someone.
yeah.
I call it
that.
I call it killer instinct.
Okay,
Yeah. So
how
it's
much
like-
of it is that? Because, like on my first day, I'm interested in learning. It's like what I do all day.
Yeah.
I'm interested in learning the technique and the kind of the skill.
It's like learning guitar,
I need a
learning
beginner
chess,
class.
learning.
Yes.
I'm just interested in the moving parts. Like, what is this doing, and why am I going
Yeah.
here,
Beginner
and how is
classes
that working?
Beginner classes are worthless, by the way. And I'm saying that as somebody who sells memberships. So a beginner class is a soft start for somebody who doesn't want to, like, have to learn by that contact. So the learning method between an instrument and grappling, for instance, are like, it's so different because the instrument's not fighting you back. It's like some of the most valuable things you learn early on in grappling is how to defend yourself, not how to learn the moves.
Yeah.
It's just how to like ball up and be strong and just
And-
defend, like do the opposite of what your opponent's doing to
well,
you.
and be motivated to defend.
Yeah,
yourself.
like you know what?
like-
I'm not gonna just let this guy do whatever. I'm gonna
Yeah.
put up a fight. I don't know what to do,
Yeah.
but I'm just gonna like fake it till I make it, and just that mindset you will get so much better, so much faster because you'll exit. Because while you're doing that, you are gonna troubleshoot moves that you don't even know. I'm gonna
Okay.
try this, doesn't work. Try this, doesn't work. This does work for me, and you kind of follow this path of least resistance, and you'll accidentally stumble. You're gonna be taught moves along the way, so every class are teaching you moves, but like
Yeah.
the amount of moves is so. The amount of possible notes and sequence played and
Yeah.
everything else. Like the analogy does go true.
I've
as
been
far
watching jiu-jitsu videos like past week and a half or
Sure,
something,
even
and
studying
there are guys. There's some guys who break
YouTube
it down really
jiu-jitsu.
well. Yeah,
It's like, here's your flow chart. And it's like,
Yeah.
take that flow chart and throw it in the trash.
Yeah.
dude.
It's
So-
like, yeah, here's your main themes, and then here's like you said, the flow chart.
Yes.
Oh,
Anybody who
different
wrote a flow chart on
possibilities.
jiu-jitsu, I'm going to beat the living crap out of that guy. I promise you right now.
So I agree. I agree
It's
with
a
you.
different way to like think about it. It's like there's a nerd version, and then there's like the people who are good at it version.
Obviously, you've been doing this a lot longer than I have, and you've taught probably 1,000 more classes, or probably 10,000 more classes than I ever have, because I barely taught any when I was even training.
I've actually done some rough math. I've grappled over 10,000 hours at this point.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh yeah. So, not to go against what you're saying, because I do agree with you that just hopping in and learning is the best way to do it.
Yeah.
Over the course of 2 years, you're going to learn everything you need to know that you'll learn in 2 years before that. At Underground, Josh Keister, since I have been there in September, every single class has been takedowns for 6 months. 6 months straight has been all takedowns, other than when people ask questions. He's like he's in a huge like wrestling phase
Okay.
of learning right now for himself. So he's eating it up, and he's teaching all of us. Most of the people in there already know the basics though. So he's been teaching a lot of takedown. Every single class has been takedown, other than when somebody asks a question.
That's very strange.
I know.
Unless it was a takedown class, that would makes sense.
No, it's not. It's just normal
I know,
class.
that's
But
why it's weird.
I know it has been.
That'd be like if I only taught arm bars for 6 months.
and
Like,
yeah,
are there
well,
other moves?
well, I
See,
mean,
I
it's
would go to
been
that, and I wouldn't even know we're not
it's been
Right.
covering stuff.
for
It's,
somebody like me, and we've kind of talked about it in the class that, like, we didn't do a whole lot of takedowns throughout the 10 year or 7
Sure.
years I trained. Like, you do a class or you do a week of it here and there.
We
or you
add
have
it now.
somebody in
We do
judo.
like a month of it now every year. So we have not
Yeah.
every year, like twice a year. We do like everything on a schedule essentially, where everyone's kind of on the same page.
and
It's the most undertaught part of jiu-jitsu,
It is.
for sure.
and he's been teaching things that I have. Like, the problem with me
He
right
teaches
now.
takedowns, and then you start on your butt probably at the end of class. That's the best thing ever.
Well, I do well for me being a 300-pound guy plus. Like, I don't want to be thrown. You're gonna get hurt. I'm gonna get hurt.
Everybody's getting hurt.
Everybody's gonna get hurt.
It's the number one injury. Like, if you're ever
Yeah.
gonna get injured, like stand up, basically it's like an injury accelerator.
And the
we all
more-
know it, so we all kind of avoid it, but we also need it.
Yeah.
So you have to train it occasionally. It's like everybody has to learn at least 1 or 2 takedown tricks. You learn your tricks, and then you focus on the ground, which is like where we're gonna all end up anyways.
yeah.
And it's like, and that's even that's like a flawed way to look at it, but
It is flawed.
there's a longevity factor here too that we're all trying to like. I want to continue training,
Yeah.
and I've seen some devastating injuries from the feet. So it's you essentially, like you said, you're 300 pounds. Somebody else is 200 pounds. You have 500 pounds balancing on 4 sticks. Mm-hmm. And like when one of those collapses, which it will, everything dude, 500 pounds in a non-human context is so nuts of amount of weight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
To come down on anything ever for any reason, and it's like you're under it.
So I have been
Oh.
like very like non like I'm like I'll do this if it's like kind of a soft takedown, or I'll do this if you can like kind of half fake it.
Sure.
Because yeah, I mean, 2 people falling, as you said, 500 pounds is ridiculous. And unfortunately fortunately for me, I'm actually happy I'm learning a lot of this because you don't do takedowns a whole lot in jiu-jitsu. But at the same time as Dave coming in and being in this class weekly,
Sure.
to start with takedowns is kind of a hard. You don't learn.
It's wild. That's
anything.
also very rare to just have like
It is very
just
rare.
never-ending takedown class. I would say that rolling is the most important part of jiu-jitsu for like 100%. Like I would just always
Yeah.
So you do the desert island experiment. You've got two islands, and they only do technique on one island, and they only roll on the other, and never get taught a single move. But all they do is roll, and they're given the objectives: make the guy tap to win. Here's your parameters, but there's no information given to you. And then make them all fight each other at the end. I'm putting everything I own on the rolling island. The other ones are just masters of the technique. They know every armbar, but they've never rolled live.
It's the YouTube
Yeah.
master.
So
for
obviously-
the most part.
Okay.
Obviously, a combination of that is always going to be best. But my advice always to beginners, as long as the beginner is not an invalid or so delicate that they're going to shatter.
In which case, they should probably. I'm just kidding. Find a new.
You can still soft start. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you can still, but like you are still young-ish, we'll call it. You're a healthy guy. You're in fine shape.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
is fine. There's nothing
Yeah, yeah.
weird going on. Your knees aren't about to buckle
Right.
when you walk.
You're having a midlife crisis, but besides
That's
that,
fine. Well,
You start on
whatever.
the ground. You live roll. You know the objectives, and you just start what you have to start doing immediately, which is build the muscles that push and pull and frame and lever, and that's it. The
Okay.
moves are kind of like whatever. You're gonna have a lifetime to learn the moves. But the very first thing you have to do is just have a body that can accommodate this whole situation.
Exactly.
The faster you can just like rigid up your body, the less likely you are to have something terrible happen to you.
Well,
It's
that's
like,
the thing too. Yeah, I'd rather not, try to catch myself falling down the steps and not be able to grab the banister or something. And,
Yeah. At the end of the day, like regardless of self-defense and all the other nonsense, like we always joke, like the reason you start training is usually not the reason you continue training. It's like, why do you start? I want to learn how to, self-defense, all this stuff. And it's like, dude, you end up continuing to train because it's fun. It's a great workout.
Yeah.
It makes you stronger. It makes you feel better. And like you said, you will actually be able to survive a fall downstairs better because
Which
you'll
is
just-
like a really low
just be-
bar. Like if we were
Dude.
talking 10 years ago,
And-
But hell,
if you
I
fly
mean,
off, if you go over the bars on a mountain bike at 30 miles an hour like I have, it's nice to have a tuck and roll procedure.
we talked about this last night for for a second, and I kind of thought about it after that because, I brought up bringing I want to achieve my black belt in just as a goal in my life, being something that I actually did, that I'm proud of, that whatever. And you're like, well, it's to get better. It's not necessarily to have a belt. And I actually thought about that while I was going to bed when we were talking about it, and it's I wouldn't want my black belt tomorrow.
By the way, we were not in bed together. Is not what he's implying.
He was meeting you in bed. Ryan was over here.
Now when I was thinking about this, but right before that, yeah. No,
are you still up? Come to bed.
And whatever. I thought about it for a hot minute last night as I was laying next to you. And, I was like, yeah, of course. Right now, I would want to earn it. I would want to earn it. I don't want to be given it. But at the same time, as I said, it was it's still a life goal per se to say I did something like that.
Sure.
It's going to take me, probably if I continually train from here on out, 15 to 20 years to complete that goal.
Sure.
That's probably the longest thing that I've ever done in my life consistently at this point.
It is for most people because it just takes so damn long.
Other than being a career work person, that you don't want to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it's I get I'm not going to quit the day after I get my black belt, kind of what we were talking about. But at the same time, I say, it's my life, a life achievement, let's just say, that I look forward to.
I've heard a lot of speeches because I promoted a lot of black belts at this point, and I've been part of ceremonies where black belts are made. I've probably seen, 30 promotions to black belt at this point in my life. And you see all the speeches for it, and it's wild when you see those speeches because you're looking at people that have been training for, it's usually about 3,000 hours to get a black belt-ish, probably by the end of it, which is, a mastery of anything that you would ever do in life, spend 3,000 hours doing.
It's interesting you talk about hours instead of, say, years spent. Or
yeah, I think years is bad because it's consistency matters.
Yeah, right. I took damn near 5 years off.
Yeah, and taking years off, it's almost like if you're off for a year, you're losing hours. They're melting off on the back end because you have to rebuild the hours again. And your body
the clock just slips.
Well, your body will become soft. If you don't play guitar for a year, the muscles and your tendons are not going to do the same.
Yeah.
You have to rebuild everything.
The joke of I forgot more than you know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Compounds when you take a couple years off. Me going back and trying to do a Kimura from your an S mount type position,
in a sport
or
you
side
can't
mount.
stop to think about how to do a move because in that time period everything crumbles and you've lost instantly.
I'm oh yeah, I used to be here all the time and I used to do this and I used to do that, and all of a sudden my technique, that because everybody builds their own technique on how to do everything. There's I mentioned this last class, I learned from Ryan and I learned from Josh now throughout my classes, and they both will teach the same move, but they'll teach it differently.
Yeah, sure.
And that's
there's the right way and then there's Josh's way. They're totally different. No, it's completely true because
is
it fundamentally different, or is it just he's explaining it different, or has a different approach?
Both.
Yeah.
Both.
Okay.
There's you could probably learn from. There's probably 10 to 20 different people you can.
I don't
learn
even look at it like moves.
From.
It's objectives, right? So it's your objective is to apply a Kimura. It's well, how do you get to that objective? And it's everybody does. The
Something
body type
different.
thing matters so much.
It does.
Are you 6'6", 170 pounds, or are you 5'5", 230 pounds?
Yeah.
You are not going to be doing the same thing as that person.
Yeah.
You cannot. They will never teach each other anything. It's
sure.
Just,
and on top of that,
do it like I do. And he's like,
on top of that, your size and then your opponent's size also varies in everything you do. So you were teaching, back take to a body triangle last night. Well, I can get a body triangle on somebody, but I can't do it on somebody else.
Yeah,
so
and nobody can get it on. Well, I shouldn't say nobody. Most people can't get it on you.
Yeah,
but there are some people out there who can. I always say you're always the heavyweight and you're always the lightweight eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Because your opponent will make you the lightweight if he's huge, and if your opponent's tiny, you're the heavyweight. if you don't learn both styles, and you don't have to look at it that way, it's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
You just get on the mat and you train, and it all just happens anyway. So I look at it like when I started training, there wasn't a million YouTube videos to watch to tell you how to go to your first class, what to expect, all this shit.
Yeah, right.
We tend to
Right.
the same thing with instruments.
Was it better or worse?
I think it's worse now because there's too much information and there's no one to vet it. How many of your students probably watch online instructionals and
Yes.
you have to tell, and they're like, well, such and such in this video I saw
Yeah.
said to do
I
it like
always,
this.
100% of
And
the
then
time,
you're
have
like-
to tell them to back up, stop looking at that, and
Well, yeah, and when it's
Yeah.
like, what are the so? And I have high ranked students that send me crap all the time, and they'll be like, "What do you think of this move?" And I'm like, the very first thing I do is critique their credentials. Who is this person? The
Yeah,
move
sure.
looks cool,
Sure.
but I've never seen anyone at any level do it.
yeah,
If they're nobody, but they've got a lot of Instagram followers, they
Mm-hmm.
are doing moves based on clicks. Clicks are based on flash. What looks
Yeah.
cool in a 3-second bite,
I'll get music videos all the time about,
but is
X,
it a
Y, and
sound
Z.
technique?
Yeah. Did this guy play in the first 30 seconds of the video? Like, can I hear him play?
Yeah, right. No.
You guys are on a similar like field of this.
Well,
with
that's
Well,
why
it's all the
so
same
This is
discipline,
why I
it's all the
talk
same.
about. Like I said, we got musicians at the gym, and we have
Yeah.
these discussions because the analogies are kind of funny.
Yeah.
They're both just mastering something, and
Yeah.
it's different for everybody. It's like, but there's a. The difference would be there's 1,000 different instruments to learn, which is what jiu-jitsu is.
Yeah.
The big guy and the little guy have to learn different instruments. You get tuba player. Are there advanced tuba players?
There are advanced tuba
Brett?
players. Nobody listens to them, but
Yeah,
they're out there.
what was his name?
Wasted
You
your
remember
lives.
a guy named?
so much tuba.
We went to school with a guy named Brett. I can't remember his last name right now.
Was it tuba?
He
Brett
played
tuba.
the tuba.
Old Brett Tuba.
He played the tuba.
Oh,
His
not
name was
Brett
Brett
Hauk.
Brett Hauk.
Yeah. Wasn't there a Brett
Yeah,
Hauk?
there was a Brett
Not
Hauk.
related to there's other Hauks also, but
It's Chris Hauk.
I thought Brett
Was
Hauk,
he
he
the
was like a
old-
little
old
skinny
man
dude,
Hauk?
right?
Yeah, he played
Old
the
man
tuba.
Hauk.
He was a
Is he now old?
No, he was old back then. Didn't he look
Oh yeah, he
gaunt?
did look old. That's right.
Old
He was like
man
a farm.
Hauk.
He looked
Yeah.
like a 60-year-old farmer
Yeah.
in high school.
Is that what it said under his yearbook photo?
Yeah.
Like,
Chris.
What's some good old like Dust Bowl farmer saying?
most likely
You
to
think it'd be under
die
his-
plowing the fields.
Yeah, there's another guy named Chris that played the
Moving
tuba too.
west.
But they were both like 130-pound guys playing the tuba, and I was just like, I should be the one playing the tuba, not you guys.
There's a
It was
channel called
hilarious.
Two Step Violin. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. There's like these two nerdy violin guys that play. They're like orchestra guys, but they do lots of funny videos, whatever. And somebody sent him something about like I'm trying to remember the composer's name who writes the most complicated frickin' violin music in history.
Paganini.
Yes,
Okay.
they're asking for the Paganini playing of other instruments. Like, what's the version of this for guitar? What's the version of this for, dude? So a guy sends a tuba one, like, kind of like what? Show us the show off music for
Sure.
every,
Oh,
of
okay.
every instrument, right?
That'd be interesting.
Like,
for
And they
it to
did
go.
a tuba one, and it was absolutely awful, just as I expected.
Yeah,
because
it
it's
sounds
just
like farting through a
it's
thing
just
really
the-
fast.
It's just it was just the
Was
fastest
it like
farting.
Flight of the Bumblebee played on a tuba? Which exists.
It was so bad. and it was just like, oh my god, this is the worst instrument ever made.
Well, I played
It
the.
has a function, but it's not
I can't get
virtuosity. It's
replaced
not.
with a double
So
bass.
the
It doesn't even
Sousa-
exist, dude.
the sousaphone is the tuba is actually the like
That's the brass.
the brass one. The
It's got the
sousaphone is the one that
keys.
wraps
Oh,
around you.
yeah.
Can be fiberglass too.
Marching it.
I
Yeah.
had to play
wear your instrument.
I had to play the sousaphone for like the guy that stopped playing the tuba quit. So then I had to play
Oh.
it. I didn't want to. I played the baritone and I was very good
They
at
looked
it.
over the room and they were like, all right,
Yeah.
where's our
Who's the
heavyweights?"
guy?
Yeah.
Who's the guy that can
Brett Hauk was a mystery, dude. They're like, you're under 200 pounds and you're playing the tuba.
It's just a phenom. It's
super
pushing that
weird.
plow.
I don't think he was actually. I was singing to the other
Farmer
guy,
stress.
Chris. I can't remember Chris's name now. Who's Chris Kane? Chris Kane was the
Oh, yeah.
tuba player.
He played tuba?
He played tuba. It wasn't Brett Hauk.
He was
I'm
a good
sorry.
wrestler, I remember.
They're both scrawny little
Yeah.
people. They probably still are.
I worked for his dad right out of high school, framing houses, worst job
Yeah.
ever.
Wow.
It was a
Well,
small
he worked
company,
at-
and they all just did cocaine and drank beer all day.
Yeah.
And then they went out of business very quickly.
Those balance each other out pretty well. Yeah.
was one guy
Get
in the
jacked
crew,
up on the cocaine
there was a
and then
super
bring-
verbally abusive guy in
Bring
the
it
crew
down with the beer.
who was terrible. And right after I quit, he drunk off a 30-pack of whatever garbage beer he could afford.
Just Keystone.
He got blown
Bush.
off the roof. He was holding a sheet of plywood. Gust of wind blew him off and
God.
shattered his back.
Oh god.
On that note,
Getting
we
insurance
are
payout
we are
or
15 we're 15 minutes over where we normally are, so
Yikes.
we're gonna call it and hang out a little bit longer.
All
Sounds
right.
good to me.
But we'll call the episode so we can make Eric happy.
Very good. All right.
He's in
Get my finger on
Florida right now doing all of the Disney Epcot fun stuff. I was mentioning it earlier, and then we went off on a tangent. But happy birthday, Eric! This is his birthday week, and stay safe, Dave.
I'm not in front of a mic.
Drive sober.
Give us a like. Give a couple of schmucks a like on the.
Yeah, we didn't talk about getting a hold of us at all, but you know what? Nobody listens this far in.
stars.
Say
How about
something
that?
to say something to close us off.
We're all 40 now, and we're enjoying it swimmingly. So,
All right, good
hope
night,
to be
folks.
back. Good night.